Hey, what is up, everybody? All right, shit. I started off a few minutes late, but just realized, time be flying by super fast, man. I was taking some notes on today's agenda. All right. If you guys want to come on, join. I left the right here. The link is on the chat. Feel free to jump in, subscriber, reviewer, whatever. But I have probably like four things that can start off the live stream, and we can just go off those, and one thing leads to another. But I wanted to talk about something that's kind of used the wrong definition, or it's kind of a negative thing that people think it's a negative word, but it's not. Um, and I will show you a video of a guy that I talked to a few times, just on chat email. He's like all about men's improvement, and that's something I want to get into. But I will link his website. I mean his channel in the description. His name is Rich Cooper, and we're gonna dig in this word simping. It's becoming and the real definition of what a simp is. All right, so it's not. It's there. The reason being, there's a lot of simps. I don't want to say it right now until you watch this video, okay? And that's why we use the word simp. Okay, it's not negative. It's just something that's right now in the modern men. Um, there's a lot of reason why men simp nowadays, because of a lot of tools that we have, internet access, stuff like that. And so, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about simping. I'm gonna talk about plans for 2022, the channel, money, and how it doesn't last. Doesn't That's one thing is worthless nowadays. I mean, like $20, you can spend it in a blink of an eye. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, and that's gonna kind of transition into like buying fragrances and how to do it the right way. And we are going to talk about working together in Fragcomm, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. I don't ever think that's going to happen. Like officially, collabs and stuff like that. So we'll get into that. I might be wrong about that, but I'll list the things why I see um it's not going to happen. So and that number four, it's just like, again, it touches back on number three, working together. The live streams, are we even going anywhere with live streams? Yes, no, maybe so. And anyway, if any of these topics interest you, jump on. If not, I'll do this thing solo, and probably try to do it like an hour and a half on this right now. So yeah, anyway, some news. Man, it's a snowy day here in DC. We're like kind of like not locked down, but since there's right after the holidays and New Year's Eve, a lot of people are still on vacation. And it hit in the worst time. So, and there's still a lot of shortage. People are not going back to work. So the plows are like, the roads are like, probably I would say like 30% clean. But the back roads, and there's so many cars are stuck, accidents left and right. As soon as I got out this morning, I'm like, dude, I turned back around. I'm like, no, this is gonna be a day to catch up on a lot of shit. Do some inventory on my fragrances and what I need to order. I made a list on what things to order. So anyway, it was one of those days that I need to spend in the office. Pretty big office. I have a bed here too, in the other side of the office. So sometimes if I'm working late, I don't have to drive, especially in the winter. But yeah, we had like 10 inches here in Washington D.C. and yeah, so, and this is part of like doing the live stream. I'm like, this is the perfect day to do a live stream. All right, so simping. simping is a word that a lot of people try to stay away from in fragrance community, especially if you're not red pilled. Red pill meaning awakened to what's going on in today's society, and how delusional people are in the West. Okay, we came across this because of what we grew up on, Disney fairy tales, so on and so forth, and everything is it's one way, but then when you're red pilled, you wake up and you're like realize, oh, dude, this is not the way that we grew up. I'll get into it right now because we're gonna watch a Rich Cooper video about simping, and then that way I'll stop in the video and then say my 2 cents about it. So I will start it right now. Okay. So and again, let me see if the link is here yet. The link is here. Stacks, if you want to jump on, go ahead. Feel free, even if it's for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Now, if you just jump on anytime, brother, I'm here. I need to pick your brain about something too. So if you're free, and I'm waiting for. I think what's. Let me see. I'm waiting for Scent Hunters to come on. Hold on. Let me get my phone real fast. Oh, I see something weird. Hold on. By the way, scent of the night, scent of the day. I swore this because I just feel like one of these days. I love it. I'm not meeting any dates, but CH Privé leather jacket. That's the whole goes hand to hand. Cold winter in the. I think it's in the 20s today, yo. Hold on for a second. Real Josh TV, man. I've been trying to get a hold of him, but we've been playing kind of like phone tag because I need to get him on the channel because I want to pick his brain about him doing movie reviews because he was all about fragrances at one point, but then I seen he changed up his content. And hold on for a second. Miami Cuddles, man, come on, jump on if you're here, because Miami Cuddles, he understands, man. He's I would say he's pretty RP aware. He's not woke, so he understands each other. I understand him a lot. Hold on, let me see. Oh, Russell. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, thanks for coming on, bro. I was just talking about you right now. I was like, yeah, he might jump on. But you're here, so how's everything?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
I was listening, and that's why I jumped in real quick. About the snow. We got snow here and everything. So I think that's gone across the nation that we got a bunch of snow coming in right now.
Yeah, bro. It was a surprise. I mean, there was like no heads up or anything about the snow storm or whatever. We got like about 10 inches here in DC. And I was like, yo, I mean, I woke up fairly late today, like around 10:30, 11ish, because I worked all night. And I'm seeing like the major roads are not getting plowed, right? And then I got a message from my friend because I was supposed to meet him up at his office and stuff like that. He was like, dude, just turn around. There's the snowplows, they have a shortage. A lot of people are still, and how it just hit right after the holidays, and a whole bunch of stuff just added on, and that's why people are like either stuck or just stuck at home or whatever, because they're really in desperate need of people cleaning up the snow out there. So
Right.
yeah, and that's why I was like, yo, this is one of the best days to just be at home, catch up on what you need to do, personal, business, whatever. So that's why I'm here. So
Yeah, today was an off day for me. It was one of those rare days I didn't go into work. So I just sat back and I was trying to catch up on all my reviews because I fell behind. I was tracking everything I was wearing through the holiday, but I had to write them all up and get them all posted.
yeah. Russell, do I mean live streams sometimes, or do you jump on other people's live streams, or
I
just in
used to do
general?
live stream on my actual work
Hmm.
Facebook and stuff like that. I don't do a lot right now. I'm not doing really any videos or anything until I get moved back down to Arizona.
Right, right, right. Because you got your own thing going on right now. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was because most of the time I go on Mr. Smelly's live stream. It's pretty good. I think it's just and we touched on this a few times with me and Mr. Smelly. Who else? Cuddles. About live streams and how they're important, at least for right now, if you're a guy on reviewing fragrances. It's at least we don't it's not like one way, you're just like top 5, top 10 list. Because I don't know how you feel, but I feel like the top 5, top 10 lists are kind of like mediocre, played out now. I mean, what do you think? What do you see from your point of view?
Well, those top fives, top tens are to bring in, as many people as you can to your group, your page, your whatever you want to call it, and
Right.
then you're supposed to build around that. Like those that are just using just top tens, just top fives, that gets tiring and boring, and people talk about it. But if you do like certain reviews, or you throw in live feeds, or do little skits or stuff like that, that's all
Right.
part of it. But what do most people search for? They're
Yeah.
searching for top 10 winter fragrances. So that's why a lot more views are on those particular videos that you're making and you're dropping. But
Hmm.
those are called like evergreen posts or evergreen videos. Those are always going to be popular. But
Hmm.
then to review, let's just use an old one, 1 million.
Right.
And then you break down 1 million pre-bay, and then 1 million, lucky. Get those in there so that way you have your videos and you have your catalog starting to get built.
Yeah.
But what's the top 10 Paco Rabanne? Have
Yeah.
you done one of those yet? Or has anyone done one of those? I don't know.
Right.
But that's what people are searching for. So it's kind of a 50-50. You have to put everything into there. And I have a list of, videos in 2022 that I will be putting up and putting together.
Hmm.
But in between all those, it is doing the actual reviews on each one.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. Because we were talking about it. It's just like, okay, so now, because when we started, because you started probably not that far around the same time I started, was like 2000. I started in 2018. You started around 19 or 18 as
Begin
well.
beginning of 19, yeah.
Yeah, right. And I feel like at those times, yeah, you can it was I mean, you can get away with a lot of things, do those lists, but now I think it's just because it's so over. I mean, and it is what it is, because a lot of people are realizing this, or at least most people that I talk to on Mr. Smelly's live stream. I feel like that those are right now, you gotta be more animated skits, like you said. The top 5, top 10 lists, I don't know, it's just because, if like I said, it's oversaturated, and I'm not pulling that much views on those either. And another thing is, I'm realizing too, and this is not a good thing, a bad thing or good thing. I'm just saying how it is in the community, and how it's changing. There's a lot of women now that are joining the community to review men's fragrances, and they're doing numbers. I mean, they're doing like like high numbers compared to like even the top reviewer on. I mean, they're up there. And what we're trying to figure out is, it's like, okay, now we just got to figure out, like, okay, what should we do as men, because we're not. It is what it is. We're not going to get those numbers, all right? That's known. Okay, so we keep doing the top 5, top 10. Okay, well, it's getting kind of old, and plus, numbers are not there anymore. So, okay, live streams are good. That's one. Number two,
And like you were
because
doing, you would bring in the females on your show. We did
yeah,
that on Outlaw Frag too. We brought in a female, and the one that you show cleavage on, that's the one that gets the most views. It pulls you in. Where
yeah,
back in the day, I remember reviewers used to get mad at each other just for on the thumbnail showing a female, because the female wasn't in the video and it was clickbaity to put her on the thumbnail.
hmm,
I never had a problem with it. It was just, that's kind of marketing. If what would you rather put up on a giant billboard, this sexy hot model woman or Joe Snuffy
Uh,
that's 20 pounds overweight or something. Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and I that's why I came to a conclusion, because I don't know if you saw on my Facebook on the story time. I'm like, dude, you know what? The only way you can be at least moderately successful or just get your numbers up, you have to bring a woman on here. You know what I mean? Regardless if put her on payroll or whatever, and because truth be told, you can do the clown dance here, do the top 10, whatever. It's not going to be as much as this is if you want to be successful, you know what I mean, on this thing, because it's an expensive hobby, first of all, right? So for at least to be successful, in order to keep buying fragrances, to buying equipment or whatever, because there's always going to be a new fragrance. There's always going to be and if you're getting like what, like 200, 300 views within like 2 weeks, man, it's like, okay, why am I doing this, so yeah, that's where I have this girl. She's gonna come on. She actually, I went to school with her, and she wants to get into YouTube. And I have my company Darna, and we're working on that too. And so I was like, well, regardless, I need a female, not only on camera, but to be my salesperson, to talk on the phone or whatever. I'm gonna take care. Yeah, Russell just went off. He'll come back. But yeah, let me see. Well, we're talking about basically, I'm going to have. Here you go.
I was trying to look at the chat and I kicked myself off.
Yeah, no, it's all, yeah, it's all good. I knew you were gonna. Yeah, it happens. No, what we were saying, I was like, yeah, man. In order to have some kind of, to go somewhere in the fragrance community, and this is just in general for knowledge. I think yes, it's good to start off with the top 5, top 10 list if you're a newcomer to Fragcomm, but for to keep on doing it, and I think that the golden times are over. You can get away with that, yeah, all right, yeah, you can do it, so that way you can keep your channel going. But yeah, we talked about that. But in order to, if you want success, if you want like numbers and whatever, regardless if you want it to successful or not, whatever, you're gonna have to have a female on here at least 3 days out of the week or whatever. What do you say? Do you agree or no, or what?
I think that would be a good thing, at least once a week, bring on your female guests. I've seen you do it several times. I don't know where you find them all, just the
Yeah,
metropolitan area that you're
yeah,
in,
yeah.
but you're bringing in model types, and that draws a lot of people in, making sure that they're in your thumbnails. Back when I used to do the weekly podcast, with Sam Broom and them,
Yeah,
um, we were discussing the first thing that reviewers have to realize is like your thumbnails. You have to put the time into the thumbnails, because that's like, you put 1,000 DVDs. I'm gonna go backwards and say DVDs instead of movies.
yeah, yeah. I'm
If
with
you're
them.
looking at DVDs, which one do you pick? You pick the cover one that really pops out at you, and that's your first impression of those thumbnails. So actually getting people into those thumbnails, and you could see just over the last year the improvement that a lot of the reviewers are now taking their time on those thumbnails, and
Yeah.
I could tell, after we started doing the classes like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely thumbnails are huge, if not 50% of, like, just to get that clicking, and then, of course, your content and stuff like that.
Yeah, that initial click though, you have to be able to get them to click on it.
Right, right. I try to keep my thumbnails that look good but simple but looks good, especially just like the person on there, like a hot chick or the chick that's going to be there. I mean, if you're going to have a chick, that particular girl that you're going to have on, going to be there, and then just say something simple like her favorite or something. I that's what because like Jeremy Fragrance or Big Beard Business. He had, it's just simple, simple but like bold letters, and I'll send you what I'm talking about off the record now, on Facebook or whatever. But yeah, definitely, we came to the conclusion you need to do live streams. You're gonna have to have a female on this channel, because hey, let's if somebody tells you, no, I wear fragrances just to wear fragrances, I think 80% of the people, I might be wrong, but it's looking like I'm right. They wear it because to attract the opposite sex, or whoever you're into. But I wear it because I want to attract females. And then after, if you job interviews, first impressions, parties, of course, compliments.
Right.
But that's the main reason why I wear fragrances. And yeah. I was just, I was just thinking about that because this is some things I want to change up. I'm not trying to do the same thing, and then consistent bring a female. And that's why I said I'm hiring a female to be here at least 3 times a week. So we'll go from there. Yeah. So I'm going to Russell. Yeah, there's this video, right? Because uh, I want to clarify this word simp,
Is that the
because
simp?
simp, yeah. Are you aware about the red pill, right? You know red pill
Yeah,
content and stuff like
and
that?
men go their own way, movement,
Yeah,
all that. Yeah,
MGTOW, black pill. Oh, so you're familiar with that, right? Because
yeah.
I know those guys from Miami, Fresh and Fit, the podcast, and now they're like,
That's why you went down to Florida, wasn't it?
that's why
One
I
of your
went.
trips?
I went there to do a video with Morgan. Morgan, the girl that's one of the girls that's on my channel, which I'm gonna bring back soon. She just started her YouTube channel, and look, bro, let me tell you, man, she just started a channel, and she talks to interviews some celebrity. I don't know if she started it or somebody paid her to start it, but she's already at 7,000 subscribers, which is great. But it shows you the numbers that guys pull in and women pull in.
Right.
I was there's this and I like her content too. So, she's a female fragrance reviewer, Gretchen something. She has a channel. She's a little bit I don't know, in her 40s, right? So I looked at her channel. She has like about like 4 or 5,000 subscribers, and I thought she's been on YouTube for at least 2 years or 3 years. And she's like, nah, man, I've been not even a year, bro. And I'm like, damn, 4 or 5,000, man. Like some of us couldn't even pull that shit combined. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like these, like, dude, like, and I know they're not buying subscribers. It's just because they exist, So
The nature of the beast at this point.
yeah, bro. I'm like, dude, there is no way. Look, there's some that are gonna blow Jeremy out the water, bro. Soon they're gonna hit that 500,000 mark and up, bro, and they're just gonna keep going. And the way that they're going, oh shit. So anyway, I'm gonna we're gonna watch this video. If you want me to stop or whatever and have something to say, just let me know. But it's not that long, and I'll stop in between. And I don't want to keep you up. So if you have anything to do or for whatever, don't let me hold you up. All right, Russell?
Okay. Well, I'll
All
tell you
right.
what, I'll get off and I'll just watch. I'll watch the video and stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't know if Stacks wanted to get on here or not, but if you want me back on, just say so. I'll just be
Okay.
lurking in the background.
Okay.
Because I got my dogs all over the place, and yeah, they're ready for bed. So they're telling me, but I'm good. I can stay up. It's just I'll get off here though.
No, but yeah, Russell. I'll just watch the video. Just if you want to hop back on, touch on these points because I want to pick other people's brain and like what what they see for the community and etc.
Yeah, well,
So, all right.
I mean, it's just kind of like the review I did today, and I wrote specifically. I think that it was a more male dominant fragrance, but everyone's always going to say unisex. Why? Because they don't want to exclude people. It's politically correct. That's just the jargon we're running into, and then. Wouldn't you know it, a female come on one of the places that I posted the Latafa fragrance review, and she goes, I wear that and I think it's feminine. Well, good for you. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I thought that one was more masculine, and I wanted to write it like that. I didn't want to just, be that parrot and be like, oh yeah, this is unisex for everyone. No, to me, it was more masculine.
Yeah, people are going to like if you're a man, and that's the thing. That's the thing that the RP and all the what we talk about. It's like, dude, men have to walk on ice, man, or eggshells, man. Nowadays, it's like, dude, no, fucking say what you feel like saying, because all that cancel culture, all that shit, people are getting. I feel like the temperature uh, the temperature of the in the West is changing, man. People are getting tired of that woke shit, man. At least from who I hang out with and what I'm seeing online. You know why they changed the dislike button and the like button? Because now, dude, it's 80%. All these like TV shows. I mean, the TV companies and all these
The real
corporate
ones, CNNs, the
CNN.
CBS, all
They
that,
were
we're all getting negatives.
they'll get negatives, and then they'll
Right.
like right, and then they're the ones that are paying, like these companies. Yo, YouTube started out with only 20% of big corporations, right? And now it's all 80%. All that shit you see right now, it's all fake, bro. It's all fake. It's all major. There is no real YouTubers. That's why there's so many, like, you can't cuss, you get canceled. It's
Right.
becoming commercial, bro, and the platform is dying. I'll send you a video about this subject too, which is, and then again, like the dislike, they were getting so many dislikes, bro, to compare to, and that was embarrassing. So that's why they changed it. Hey, Stax is on here. Hold up. You man, yo, Stax,
Hey, what it do? What it do?
how
What's
you
going
doing,
on?
brother?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, hey, you got any snow up there or no?
They got any what?
You got any snow in your area?
Oh no, it dropped down to 30 last night, but no snow.
Oh
I'm in
shit.
South Texas. If we see snow, it's a miracle. Like
Oh yeah,
last year,
yeah. Oh,
we
South.
had the
Hey,
big
that's
freeze
right.
last year.
South Texas. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That's
if,
right. That's right.
yeah, South Texas. If he was in North Texas, the Panhandle up there, he would have got some
Yeah,
because it
most
came through
definitely.
Oklahoma here and just
Yeah.
not bad, but
Yeah.
it's still on the ground today.
Didn't you guys said who got like tornadoes? I heard Fat Boy Fragrances. He
Fat
was
Boy
like,
Fragrances. Yeah, he was over there on the. Oh my God. He needs to
damn,
talk
bro.
on the phone.
Hey.
See, look, he's got his. I got mine right here.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. What is that? A pit bull?
Yeah, Staffy.
I got a silver lab.
Yeah,
And then
man.
I've got this crazy guy. I don't know. Can you see him?
Yeah.
And then I got Yoda,
Oh, is it
who's a
Oh,
Chihuahua. He
Yoda.
looks like a Yoda though. Look at him.
Applehead Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
And then I've got a mixed terrier.
You worked in
Oh, yeah,
the animal hospital for a while, right? For like a few
Yeah.
years ago.
No, I'm still doing it. I'm on my last little stretch here. I've got about 30, 45 days left and I'm retiring. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I run animal welfare up here. And we took it from an 85% kill facility to an 85%
Oh
save
man.
facility. So, proud of what we did, but man, it's exhausting and 7 days a week is just taking its toll, and it's time to retire and be like, yeah, time to move to the next step, which is, of course, scent hunters, getting that off the ground, everything like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, as soon as you get that, man, anything you need we'll help you out too, man, on our side or whatever, live streams, reviews, whatever, man. We're be on our side, but we're trying to work with this local animal shelter. We're trying to see if we can get like every sale we make of Darna, we're trying to donate like 2% or something, because dude, like I love animals, bro. I have 3 cats, man. It's like it's too much, but like I love them. I can't get rid of them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I try to foster a few of them too. So
these are the 4 here, and then my wife, she's down there in Arizona taking care of her parents.
yeah,
We have 4 there too. So when we get together, it's like a whole 8-pack. We got.
man. I'm
When we
telling
first started, I had 3 Rottweilers when I first started in the animal welfare, and they all had passed throughout the years. It's been years now I've been doing this, but now I have all the mutts, the older ones, the dying ones, the ones that you just couldn't put down, and you bring them home and say, okay, you can spend out your last little bit with us.
Yeah.
Man,
Hold
so
on,
after
Brian.
Bob, did you just get like numb to it, or does it like still?
No, it still crushes. Like if you're talking about euthanasia, where you have to euthanize them.
Yeah.
I'm like a big baby when it comes to that. So if I got to do it, I got to go off by myself and get that shit off my chest, because it'll kill you inside if you don't. If you try and hold it in, it'll make you cold.
Yeah. I see Brian right here. He just joined us. He has a pit bull, and she was diagnosed. You want to tell the story, Brian?
Yeah, she was diagnosed like 2 years ago with like thyroid, and like, she has a thyroid tumor and a stomach tumor, and like they were like basically um, the spoiler for the next 6 months. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. That was like 2 years ago, man.
Two
It's just
years
like,
ago.
yeah, it's crazy. So I mean, she's lethargic and tired and all the other stuff, but she's a trooper, man. She's hanging on.
Yeah.
Okay, Yoda was given no more than 30 days. They said he's going to die in 30 days. That was over 3 years ago.
Yeah, man, it's
They
crazy.
told me that. And it was like, he's doing good now. So
Well,
just
that's
as long as they feel love, I think they just keep holding on,
I
Yeah,
think so too. I think so too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat too. He was he had I have these he's a Persian cat, right? And they get these stones, like, especially the males, like in their urinary tract system or something, right? And he was
Mm.
just peeing blood everywhere. And so I took him to the shelter, I mean to the hospital, and I spent like what, $2,000. When it comes down to the to your pets, bro, no money doesn't matter, man. If you have it, you just put it, because you don't
Because
care.
they're
You
like
want,
your kids.
yo, they're like your kids, man. They melt your heart. They just the feeling that you have between just looking at him. It's like, bro, I can care less about humans, man. You know what I mean? These animals in their eyes. It comes sometimes I think like that,
Right.
So it was like, I don't know, $2,000. I just went and got it out. Gave it to her. She was like, still 50% chance of him not living or whatever, because they die, because it's painful or whatever. And I wasn't gonna put him down. I'm like, no, as long as they're alive, I don't believe in that. Putting him down or whatever. Take medicine or sort of to help for the pain, yes, but to put him down, no. And it's been 4 years now, so it's a good story. And I always think about it. It's like, dude, you know how many doctors, they say something, and then if you just have faith, especially like you said, the animals and stuff like that, it's just they keep holding on or something, man.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm going to get on this video, and I don't know if you want to stay on or if you want to stay off, and then anybody has a point, we can watch it, and then we can just put our 2 cents in it. This is
what are we critiquing? Or what's the
about simping, because a lot of people,
Simps.
yeah, simps.
and we're still on that subject?
No, well, I just wanted to, because a lot of people, they don't want to use that word and they're too scared. I'm like, dude, why? Scared of what, man? So I just wanted to correct them. And then there's this guy, Rich Cooper, which I know him from Fresh and Fit. I talked to him a couple times online, and he says it the right way, and I want people to understand it, so that way it's yeah, so that basically he articulates it very well than me saying this and whatever, blah blah blah. I'll have to take notes, and it's a mess, so let him do it. So I'm going to do it right now. Let me see if I shared it.
Okay, I'll jump off and then I'll be in the
Okay.
comment section, and then if later on I'll jump back in.
Anytime, brother, I'm here.
Thanks.
All right. Let me see. Let me share the screen. Rich Cooper. Do you know Rich Cooper, Stacks?
I don't think I have. I'm trying to see if I've seen any videos from him, but I don't remember.
All right, so he's all subscribe to him. You're gonna like him, but here you go. Are you seeing the other screen?
It's loading. It's a loading screen.
Okay.
Here's a bit of a simp test for you. All right. Because some guys will go, well, how do I know I'm simping?
Hold on. There you go.
How do I know that I'm simping? Like, how do I stop? We'll get to the solution in a minute, but how do I know that I'm a simp? All right. Well, you can start by constantly trying to impress women. Are you constantly trying to impress women? Right? Are you constantly, telling them that they're beautiful on social media? Are you constantly dropping hearts and DMing them whenever they post a picture? Somebody that you're following because you're a big fan, right? Are you? Ask yourself that question. I don't follow any women on any of my social media. I don't like. There's lots of beautiful women out there that I can look at and admire, of course, because beauty is something that you're going to just check out, right? But I don't follow them because I don't want to get distracted on, for my purpose. I know what I'm doing. I don't need to look at, boobs and butt all day long. I'm not a dork. I got stuff to do, right? That is something that you got to ask yourself. Are you constantly trying to impress women? Showering women with compliments and money. Okay, the money is a big part of this simp economy today, because a lot of these thirst traps out there on the different platforms, doesn't matter if it's Twitch, OnlyFans, Instagram, Snapchat, Instagram, OnlyFans, mix it up, whatever comes next. A lot of you guys are throwing loads of money at these women. Loads of money. Cam girls. Like, these women couldn't care. Let me put it to you this way. If she was walking down the street with a glass of water in her hand and you were on fire, she'd probably keep walking while drinking the glass of water. Okay? There's no, like, you're not going to get any benefit out of throwing money at a woman. She's got to have genuine burning desire for you. You can't buy your way into her heart. You can buy your way into her heart if you got loads of money. I've seen some rich nerds. I've shared this story before. There was a little Danny DeVito looking dude that owned 3 of the buildings back in the 90s when I was working down at Young and Shepherd, and he kept a whole like wall full of exotic cars down there. Different girl every time I saw him. Different hot girl every time, every time I saw him. Little Danny DeVito looking dude. Well, that amount of money will get you the girls. But the amount of money that most simps throw at the girls, it's nothing. It just piles in. It's like $10 from this guy, $10 from this guy. Oh, he made a $24 donation. Oh, this guy's a super fan. He paid $100 his paychecks. You're basically tax cattle. Are you white knighting? Are you constantly trying to swoop in to protect the honor of milady? Are you? White knights are the worst, I got to tell you. White knights, simps.
White knights are the ones that try to talk shit about you and stuff like that, just to make you look bad, so they can get into the girl's pants. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So that's white knighting, or like, to her rescue, but they never get laid. They think if they protect the girl, they'll get laid. They're totally, man. He'll get in more to this shit. Hold on.
Simpy white knights. They're brutal. Most of them come from a weak household, okay, where father was non-existent, or he was just a pussy, and mom just, molded him into some weak, pathetic beta male. She basically molded him into what the father never was, because she wanted that in her life. But at the end of the day, she doesn't want to sleep with that little boy. She sends that little boy off into the world, calls him a man, but he's still a little boy in his head, thinking that if he's bending the knee and always nice and doing the dishes, we have this epidemic now of chore play with married couples. And if you're not familiar with what chore play is, it's basically where husbands are doing chores around the house that would conventionally be done by his wife in order to get intimacy. So he's trying to exchange doing the dishes, taking care of the kids to extracurriculars, cut the grass, put away the dishes, hang the shelves. He's trying to exchange all of that for a little bit of starfish intimacy in the bedroom.
Starfish.
Once every couple weeks, if he's lucky. That's what chore play is. That's simping type of behavior. It's silly, right? You're trying to negotiate desire with a woman. I will do all of these things for you because we are equals, and you will want to enthusiastically jump my bones. This is the thinking that they have going through their heads. That's not how it goes down. Women need to have genuine burning desire for you. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd chapter in my book. I spent a lot of time putting that information together for you and giving you a way to assess it, because it's important to understand what it looks like and why you should always seek to get it from women. If you're not getting it, you're wasting your time. On a scale of 1 to 10, 9 and 10 would be genuine burning desire. 7, 8 would be indifferent. She kind of likes you, but she's not sure. Maybe she needs to shit test you a little bit to see if you really are the man that she thinks that you might be. And then 6 to 1, detractor. She could not care if you stopped breathing, if you didn't get up in the morning. You are invisible to her. And almost all the simping behavior goes to women that are completely oblivious to who you are. You're invisible to them. They don't care. Simp test. Getting little to zero success with women. What does that mean? I mean, if you want to go out with a girl, you want to be intimate with her, you want to have a good time with her, are you getting success with that or not? Because if you're not, you're probably simping too much. Other stuff that ties into that, like texting back way too fast and persistently, and good morning and good night every freaking
That's a big
day.
one. That's a big one right there.
Multiple days straight, several times in a row.
Hold on. There
was this one screenshot I had. I think I shared it on an Instagram story at one point, and it was like this guy just kept going down. It was like, day number 13 of asking you to be my girlfriend. Day number 14 of asking you to be my girlfriend. It's like every day this dude would send a text message to this chick. And I got this screen capture. I don't know who sent it to me, but it's like every single day with a new time date stamp. Dude's like, day number 16 of asking you to be my girlfriend. Day number 17. It just kept going on and on and on. Simping, right? Texting back too persistently, too fast, too enthusiastically when she's got no desire for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these supers right here. Hold on. One man's chorus. Rich, don't you think toxic masculinity is kind of a hoax? It doesn't exist outside of website headlines. It is not enforced on men. Masculinity is weaponized against men. Real men do X. Is it a hoax? Yeah. All that it is just anything that the feminine imperative doesn't like, that doesn't serve it. Okay. We're not making enough money. We don't have enough days off. We should have more free, insert whatever it is. And some guy or a group of men get in the way of that. They'll just throw, that's toxic masculinity on that, right? There's no such thing. There's just masculinity, okay? When there's a war, when the floods come, when there's a hurricane, when there's a tornado, and they got to call in the National Guard to come and fix shit. When the two planes slammed into the Twin Towers, okay, 20 odd years ago, and they came and they were about to come crumbling down, who was running up into those buildings? Men, firefighters, police officers. It was men that were running up those stairs to try to save everybody up there screaming, not being able to find a way out. And they call that toxic masculinity today. It's just conventional masculinity because, again, like I said, anytime the feminine imperative, a female first primary social order, doesn't get what it wants from men, then they start slapping labels on it to try to insult and degrade and diminish what it is that you're doing. And yeah, it's a form of weaponization. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so that's Rich Cooper. Basically, what I wanted to, because I wasn't sure which. I didn't want to fast forward or miss anything, so I'll let it play. Let me take this out of the screen. Hold on. Yo, Stacks.
What it do?
Yeah, so that's Rich Cooper right there, and basically it's what it was just in the beginning. The other stuff gets into more that's personal stuff, whatever. But basically, is now in this climate. I mean, people, men are not, they're thirsty, man. They're thirsty. Not all men, but most of the majority that you see online, whatever. And then it benefits the opposite sex, which is, I'm not saying the women are the problem. It's these men that are the problem, that are creating this bubble economy, But anyway, I just wanted to play that video so that people can understand what a simp is, frame by frame. So
that'll be good for the people that watch on the playback. So that's good.
Yeah, right. That's why I was like, yeah, and
I played it in the entirety. So yeah, that'll work perfect.
So they know, it's like, dude, she doesn't have nobody. They don't give a fuck. You're just another, a super chat or anything. They don't give a, So, and then they think it's like, oh yeah, well, there's so many more videos. I'll send you personally after with the chat. So, but anyway, okay. So let's get into this. Do you think? Yeah. Do you think live streams are going anywhere? Like, you think it's a good idea to keep doing live streams?
I like the live streams, man, because it makes it, like I said, it makes it where you can interact. It, like, say, I've been a follower of this person for so long and been wanting to say stuff or communicate, and then
Right.
when they do a live stream, and if you get your chance to join the live stream, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. But you know, that's the reason why I went all out. You know, got all this equipment, spent like about $1,000 on this. I'm like, yo, it's good because you get a chance to say what you really want to say. Shit, it leads to another, and necessarily doesn't. I mean, there's no rules of like, okay, you're a fragrance channel, but you can't talk about simping, for instance, or anything else. The weather, you know.
Well, once it's a live stream, I believe it's a freestyle. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
whatever comes off. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about just whatever, because it's your channel. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, and I feel like we always resort back to fragrances one way or another. So it's really is, but you it's just like you said, freestyle, and
It's
it
like an
always comes
improv
back.
type deal, you know. So if somebody has an opinion about something, up and then you got
Right.
what you want to say about it. You can talk about it, vice versa.
Yeah, I the only thing I see, I don't know if this is more of just what I've observed in some of the live streams. A lot of people would say, yeah, work together or do something, but a lot of people just say that they don't want to, join hands, so to speak, or whatever, or like kind of standoffish. Do you get that sometimes, or you're not there yet? I mean,
Man, I stay in my lane. I know I'm not going to reach out to somebody that has 35,000 subscribers and be like, hey man, put me on your channel, because I know I'm not the most well-rounded person in fragrances and have
right.
all these exclusive fragrances that people really want to see and stuff like that. So I stay in my lane. I'll stay with people that are similar to me,
That
or
are well,
have the same
even
taste.
I seen it with even people that have 7,000 or 3,000 subscribers. It's not even necessarily the big, and a lot of people get that kind of twisted, man. Even if you have 35,000 subscribers, that ain't shit, man. That ain't really
Oh
shit.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
don't
in
know if
standpoint, we kind of probably play into that shit. Like, well, yeah, they're up there, but
yeah.
to compare it to like in YouTube status, like YouTube doesn't even know you exist. Honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been because I don't know if you know my brother. I mentioned this. My brother has 400,000 subscribers, bro. On he got verified, and he was like, bro, that ain't shit, dog. You gotta hit 1 million, then you're somebody. But maybe if you break that 100,000 mark, then you're talking, then you're all right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
bro, anything under 50,000, dude, you shouldn't be thinking like you're up there. So I just say, look, man, even the people that are smaller or whatever, I just say people have to work together because you never know what that guy knows, that next guy knows,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
You remember Zaharov, bro? He came in the picture. He wasn't nobody. He just started this and that, and then he just started um you know talking to the smaller reviewers. I like what he did. He actually kind of he started giving other people chances. I mean, those people that he
So
gave chances, I don't know if you guys agree with him or them or not, but the person Zaharov, that's what it's supposed to be, because first of all, fragrance community is, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like everything is just here and there and sloppy and shit,
So for one thing, on George, I did notice, because of the people that I talk to here on YouTube, like on live streams and stuff,
hmm
he always makes it a point he'll go to, like, the lower people's live streams, and
Right.
communicate with everybody. And if it's not on the live stream, it's in the chat,
Yeah.
and man, he's a good dude. He sent me a bottle of Signature Royale, and he didn't even have to, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
it was like everybody was in the chat, and he said, hey, do a raffle. Whoever's name comes up, I'm gonna send him a bottle of something,
Right. Right.
and well, this other dude had won that I talked to, but he already had it, and he told George, he said, man, just go ahead and send it to Stacks, because I know he doesn't have it. I already got it to send it to
Right.
him. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so he does
Yes.
stuff like that.
See, like, definitely, like, see, like, how you come on. I'm gonna like, actually, in probably like a month or so, I want you to be on the list because we're gonna work on a fragrance, and I want you to be on there. Of course, I'm gonna give you some money for it, whatever this and that, whatever we make the sales and numbers like that. See, because it's because I can tell you're passionate about fragrances, and I want to do something with another, another fellow reviewer of mine, regardless if it's, and just for the simple fact that you jump on my on my lives, that's more than enough. And because I know, and that's what I just noticed. I just noticed a lot of people just standoffish, and then when you try to talk, I don't know, like on other reviews, like either like you come off, I don't know if I come off a little too strong, or they're kind of woke. They're scared to talk. You know what I mean?
Some people get intimidated, man, when you start throwing a lot of information. It's like, oh, hold up, I didn't think he knew all this, man. Hold up, we gotta hold
That's
on.
why. That's why Cuddles, man. That's why Cuddles, like he offends anybody. But for me, I can understand Cuddles because that's the truth. I don't know why people are.
A lot of people.
He did, right?
There was, I think it was Dan's stream he did for New Year's. Like everybody was like bashing him in the comment sections, like hard. Like,
oh
you see how much people really don't like you, Neil, and like, I mean, they were going in, bro. Like,
yeah. But I feel like you know why? Because you know why Mr. Smelly fucks with Neil like hard, because he knows it's the truth, man. You know, freaking what is it called? Mr. Smelly, he's that close to be RP aware, like, you know, that what's it called? Not MGTOW, but just aware, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. You're familiar with the RP, right? The RP. Okay, well, I'll get you on game. I'll put you on game about.
Hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah. Because over here, it's like, you know, if you're too toxic masculine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just yeah, you gotta, it's, you know, man, bro, I'm surprised, man, how YouTube has changed from 2011, bro, to now. Because we were talking about this earlier, me and Russell. It's like, bro, now I remember, dude, you can shoot somebody in in the head and they'll still leave that shit up there back in the days.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of like hunting and fishing videos, and you know,
they're all gone now, right?
Yeah, where it gets what they call it, they gotta to watch it or something like that. I don't know, it's weird.
So you can't cuss. Sometimes if you use certain words like that offend, like it can be like you have to use grape instead of, you know what I mean, to talk about something like that. Or if you want to use you know, the word simp can get you kicked off too. Simp, because I swear to God, bro, because I know this shit because I work with the other big podcasts and stuff like that. So they put me on game on like what not to say or whatever. Even though we say it depends on how you say it and when you say it. But it's mostly now corporations, and that it's 80% now all commercialized now.
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
we did a live stream one night, and me and the host that had the live stream going, we were like doing like a verses, right? But we were just playing like old school jams back and forth, and people in the comment were like, "Oh, you know, Stacks is getting you. You need to come up with better stuff." We're just playing different artists, and the damn live stream got deleted.
Oh shit! Automatically?
Yeah, like after the stream went on, right? So after the stream was over, though, like right as soon as it ended, like an hour or two later, it got cut off. They deleted the stream.
It's nuts, man. And you know, the thing is, there are other platforms that are trying to be like more, you know, free, more friendly to the content creator. But what happens is YouTube buys them out before they even grow or anything happens, because they don't want anything bigger than YouTube or all these, you know, corporations, bro. I swear to God, bro, it's 80% something. Most of these channels that you see are all these you know, companies, or these freaking what is it called, TV corporations that were on TV. They're transitioning into the online, you know, and they're giving YouTube a shit ton of money and stuff like that to have these channels and whatever, this and that, or to push their agenda. And so that's why YouTube is not for you anymore, bro. You know, even the creator of YouTube, he was like, bro, that's not what I created, bro. You know, like, yo.
Hey, what's up, fat boy? We got one in the comment section.
Oh yeah, oh shit. Let's pull up his comment. Yo, join us, man. Come on, man. I want to pick your I know you're masculine like me, and and because I like him too. He talks his mind, man. You know what I mean? He's up there because I totally understand Miami cuddles and them, dog, but it's just, there's not a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of white knights, um uh, in this
You tried this
space.
one, Mo?
Let me see. Oh yeah, Vince Camuto, the white one, right? That's the best one, right?
Man, bro, this stuff is legit.
Yo, yeah, I tried the white one. Actually, they had it on sale in freaking Nordstrom Rack about a year ago for like $30, and it
Yeah.
was 100 ml. That's the best one. They got that one, and then there's one. It's called Terry Terrace or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's a yellowish. No, I'm sorry,
It's like
orange
an
one.
orange.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when
that's
I
the
seen this
second.
one, I seen this one out of Burlington. It's a 3.4. I got it for $25.
Damn.
So,
Oh, $25. No
yeah.
way.
And this was about 7-8 months ago. But I love this one, man.
It's
I love it out the. It doesn't have performance for me though.
no.
I
That's
like putting
that's
it
the
on out of
thing.
the shower though. You know, it has a good, clean, fresh scent.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah.
use it as
No,
out of the shower scent.
yeah. What's his name? I think TLTG did. That's one he was talking about. He got that one, and then there's the blue one is a blue de Chanel, kind of vibe. The
Mhm.
blue Vince Camuto.
Hey, I tried your tuxedo Jubilee, man. That stuff's pretty damn solid, bro.
Yeah, man, we're trying to get everything out there, man. Like I said, bro, give me till next month. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do a project together,
Nice.
because I'm trying to do something, man. I'm trying to be open and like do stuff with like, and not a whole bunch of people, but just certain people that I fuck with. And we're trying to
Yeah, yeah.
as soon as I partner up, because I'm partnering up with this candle company. I'll send you out some candles too. Okay.
I heard you say that when you were doing your
Yeah, when
hunt.
the live stream I did last time.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Melted Elements, man, because their company is right next to our fragrance company right here, and just to make a long story short, we have this fragrance that we're coming out with. It's still, I mean, we got it right. We got everything, the performance down. We're just trying to find a binding agent to make it last a little bit longer, right? And so I was wearing it. It's kind of a partake of Elysium, which we're gonna call
Nice.
Mr. Elixir. Okay. The whole Mr. Elixir hype train. You got to jump on that shit too, right? So
So
I
is it
was,
gonna have anything to do with Dior? Or
yeah,
is it
it's going to
like
smell. It's going to smell. The candle that we're gonna do. He's gonna use our oil, and well, at least that particular oil, because Elysium is his favorite fragrance. The owner of Melted Elements, and
Mhm.
so he smelt me, and he was like, "Bro." And he mentioned before, like, yeah, we'll do something down in the future. Nothing set in stone, but he came up to me that day. He smelt me. He was like, bro, and he knows I make the oils, so I have a perfumer and so on and so forth. He knows where I make them at, and so he knows the whole deal. I'm the real deal. And he came up. He was like, bro, if you can get me that smell, because I'm working on a candle of my favorite candle, my favorite smell, and that's my favorite smell, that Elysium. I mean, there's a little twist to it. It's not exactly like it, but it's all,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. And so I'm like, yeah. And he's like, we're gonna put and we're gonna do a collab together. I'm like, shit, bro. And he's like, get on the horn. So I talked to my perfumer. I'm like, dude, I need at least 8 ounces of it so we can test it out, see what's up. He made the candles, and they are potent, strong. So the whole house smells like Elysium. He loves it. He was like, dude, we're doing it. So multi-million-dollar company, bro. So
I hear you.
I'm just happy now that we're gonna work together. I'm gonna bring him online soon. I think just this I was gonna bring him on tonight, but with the snow and all, nobody came to work, and I'm stuck at the office. So yeah, and,
Overnight?
yeah, overnight, because I have it's a office here, and then I got another office like right there. That's where I put like a bed and a couch and stuff. That's my chilling area,
Oh,
and
I
then the
got you.
warehouse. It's a big industrial, like it's way out there. It's in the suburbs of Washington D.C. There's like nobody here. There's like a 7-Eleven like down the road, which thank God, you buy your cigarettes. I smoke and this and that, and your food or whatever, and they can just chill here, chop it up all night. This is
Yeah.
like yeah. my thinking tank office, and then where we mix everything is right next door to it's a big warehouse, and then
Oh man, that's great.
yeah, and free Wi-Fi. You know,
Oh hell yeah.
yeah, free Wi-Fi.
I remember the last time my boy couldn't jump on. He's like, "Man, it's your internet." You're like, "No, I got legit internet. Everything's legit."
Yeah.
Right here."
I want to show you. Well, I'll show it to you on the whole space on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on freaking Messenger.
dude.
I'll send you everything so you can see. And
You
that's
tried this one, Mo? I
let me
got
see.
this one for Christmas.
Yo, how is that? How is that John Vervatos? That one.
Bro, like
It's good.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm gonna come. Yeah, dude, it has like 19 freaking notes in it. Like it's crazy. It has 19 notes in it, but it's not super complex.
Okay.
So, like when I smell it, think of like a Burberry London type
Okay.
vibe.
Yeah, I like those. Anything dark, tobacco,
yeah,
boozy.
like the
I like.
pine, like the Christmassy type.
Uh-huh.
You know, this supposedly has a rhubarb note. I don't know what rhubarb smells like, but that's what everybody talks about in it. So
is it similar to the because I have John Vervatos Dark Rebel. Is it similar to
I
it?
haven't smelt any of those. So this
Okay.
is the first one that I've owned. And like I said,
Okay.
it was a Christmas gift. But dude, it's freaking lovely. It's really
Yeah, no,
nice.
John Vervatos, man. I fuck with John Vervatos. Not only the fragrance, they make some really good clothes. You know, they actually the whole uniforms, like some James Bond uniforms that Vince Camuto, they're one of their contractors that he wears Vince Camuto undershirts. I think from Quantum of Solace, they were one of their sponsors and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean John Vervatos. There are a lot, man. There, the Nick Jonas ones are. I see them all the time in TJ Maxx, man, for like $24, 4.2.
Yeah, big
ounce,
bottles,
big jumbo ones. I think the silver black one is supposed to be like their take of Dior Sauvage, you know?
Yeah.
Which I think. I mean, remember it was just like 2 years ago they were in Sephora, and then now they're all over the rack stores. And I don't know. I mean, the only reason why I don't fuck with John Vervatos like that, because John Vervatos is more of a close encounter smell. I like strong. I like I want you to notice me.
Just gonna get to that. Like the opening, probably about a good 20 minutes.
Yeah,
to smell it. Then after that, it's a little bit closer to the skin, but it's still
more
lovely,
closer. Yeah. I matter of fact, just because you brought that, I'm that's gonna be my scent of tomorrow. I have the Dark Rebel, John Vervatos, and then I have the what is the blue one, the damn, I have it right there. Let me bring him. Hold on.
It just messed up right now.
Huh? Artisan, the Artisan Blue.
Man, Mo, my internet cut off for like about a good solid minute. So
if you gotta go, man, just let me know. I mean,
my son just let me know that dinner was ready. I just wanted to hop on here, man, show some love, bro.
All right, yeah. This is gonna be my scent of tomorrow, just because you brought the thing, and I'll get on a private message with you and fill you in on some projects and send you some videos. Okay, brother?
Yeah. Hey, well, once I'm done, if y'all are still on, because I think Fat Boy said give him 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be on still for a little bit too, so for another at least an hour or something. All right, brother.
Well, if I'm done.
All right, just hop on when you're done.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. I wanted to show you guys one thing too. I might as well show you while I'm here. Hold on. I was watching this video. Fat boy, oh shit. Yo,
what's going on?
What's up, bro? How you been, man? You finally get.
Hold on, let me get you back on my other mic. I gotta switch up audio here. I got it on the integrated
All right. No, take your time, brother. I'm
Hold
gonna
on one
pull up a
second.
video. No, that's all good.
Okay, now I can hear you. Cool.
All right.
Cool.
How you been, man?
Good. Cold, man. It's damn cold over here.
Yeah, we got some. You guys got some snow down there or what?
Yeah, we got about 3 inches of snow. It's almost all melted now, but the kids got to
Yeah,
play in it for a little while.
yeah, yeah. We got.
Got this beauty today, and I'm rocking it right now, trying to get my full feelings on it.
What is that? The Jaguar?
Yeah, this supposedly it's a brand new release.
Damn, yeah, I never seen that one before.
Yeah, Oud for Men. This one right here is nice, spicy, woody.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think that it's going to get a review real soon. Real soon, yeah. I love doing reviews. I might have to be the hype man on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out because I have a plan to go tomorrow to my guy. He has a fragrance boutique in this in Tyson's Mall. It's one of like the biggest mall in Washington D.C. And he has all those like gems and Jaguars from anything from all niche to designer to car fragrances, everything. He's like one of those old school perfume shops, that have everything, even like some dated ones that he comes across. So he's the guy I always go to. But I'm gonna check that out. Man.
Yeah,
So
you like
yeah,
shopping
man.
in the mall? You like shopping in the
Huh?
mall? I always feel uncomfortable when I shop in the mall because I always feel like when the girls come up to me and they say, "Here, try this," I'm like,
Yeah,
like
no,
I don't a picture of my collection. Be like, "Here, look at my collection." I don't think I want a Zara Chrome.
No, I don't go to those mall like to Macy's where they try to like corner you and they try to tell you like yo most of those girls, most of those people that work there, they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, bro. I can school them on everything, bro. They're giving me some shit like that I know doesn't perform, bro. Some bullshit, you know what I mean? And like, when I showed them like my collection, they were like, "Bro, you got more than the store, yo."
That's what they tell me. Like you got a store in your background.
Yeah,
That's the background of being in retail for as long as I've been. I know how to set things up. I know how to present. I know how to put it up like that. But
I'm gonna start showing my fragrances like when I'm doing a live stream or doing a video because they're right up there. I just like to do this background with the foam pads and looks more
I
professional live
like it.
stream.
It's like a studio, man. Looks really good. So if somebody comes across you, they can say, "Hey, this guy's definitely got things together."
I went all out. Yo, look, one. I went all out with this, man. I got a mic. Didn't you just get a mic too?
Yeah, the
I was
Yeti.
watching one.
Yeah, the Yeti. I've got a dampener coming. That's going to take away that sound.
Yeah.
And I got this. I'm gonna replace this with a one that goes closer to the mic because I really don't like this big thing floating in the air. It just feels weird.
I took it off. I'll send you a link that you can get these because you got the same Yeti mic. I have the one. Hold on, I got this one.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those ones like you got the cover over it. Yeah, I got the silver one. I got the silver one that came with the camera to the Logitech. It was like $165.
Oh yeah. I got. How much did I get this mic for? It was on sale. I found it's called. I mean, it's the same thing. The Yeti. It's called, but it's all black. It's called Yeti Blackout or something. I found for
$100. Weight of it.
Huh?
Were you surprised by the weight? How heavy the mic was?
Yeah, this motherfucker is pretty heavy, dude. But it's not. It's pretty good, man. I like it, man. I mean, some podcasts have that. What is it called? That really professional one. That costs like $300-400, man, like studio quality. But I tested that one before. I don't know what it's. I forgot the name. I'll remind you of it later. But I also bought. I have 4 of these smaller ones right here. They're called Jab Lab or something, J Lab, and they were on sale for like $20 in what is it called, Walmart. So I was like, you know what? Let me buy 3 or 4 of these, so that way if I have people, I can at least start off a podcast and connect everything, together. And this will be like the main one.
Isn't it fun though to do all this setting up and everything and getting your lights and everything? It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's like that schoolboy that that back in the days that what I mean. It gets you back to your like childhood, that fun. It's like, wow, this hobby, whatever. I love it, bro. That's why I'm like, dude, I should have started live streams a long time ago. I just got into it right now because
like we always talk about, man, we got to find our niche, man. We got to find our, what's going to be successful, because that old school of way of doing things, the top 5 list. I mean, people could still do it, but bro, at least for me, they're not pulling any numbers unless if you have like some hot chick on here or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah, we were going to interview a guy who had a hot chick on his video, but he didn't show up. He had a girl twerking.
Oh,
like, seriously twerking, like, and like right beside me is her, and it's just a thong or whatever she's wearing, or bikini bottom, and it's just all in your face. So I was impressed, but it's only got 57 views. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, look, Mom, bro, man, I came to the conclusion because, like, yeah, the live streams are cool. They're doing this, they're cool. Being probably animated, like, you're pretty cool, dude. You have a great personality, whatever. But in general, when I came down to it, I'm like, yeah, okay, well, we can do this and that. But if you want to pull some serious numbers, bro, you got to have a hot chick on here at least 2-3 times. That's what I think, I came down to, at least for the competition to compete, I mean, I'm not trying to look at it as a competition, but just to survive, or to, if you want to mix, I mean, bro, because honestly, man, I don't care who you are. I be making a lot of money here and there, and and this shit still gets expensive, man. It's an expensive fucking hobby, bro. And I'm like, dude, at least if you can make that money, to buy what's new or whatever, or at least
keep up with the Joneses.
Huh?
You got to keep up with the Joneses. As much as we don't want to, we have to buy new releases.
You got to. I mean, that's the only, fuck, bro. And now this shit is getting popular, mainstream. The fragrance companies are knowing now. They're pumping out new fragrances. They know, they're aware of us, bro. It's crazy, man. I mean, I remember the new releases, man. There would be like one every 2 years when I first started this. Now there's like 5 or 6. Calvin Klein is coming out with one. YSL is money grabs here and there. I mean, some of them are good, some of them are not. Dior, name it. All of these companies are coming out with these. Paco Rabanne. Paco Rabanne.
Hugo Boss has 5 brand new ones coming out, all in a series, and they're they're the same old kind of thing. Leather, one leather one spicy one fresh one. So it's all doing. It's just that's definitely we call it a assembly line fragrance.
Right.
But these fragrances probably been already in work for a year and a half, and they're already working on 2 years from now what they're going to put out. But I think the key word this year we all need to be looking for is elixir.
Elixir, right?
That's the word that everybody's going to put on every one of their fragrances. I think we already have one coming out from Aquagio elixir. That's coming out. Yeah. So that's going to be the key word, because a Sauvage elixir, which is pure garbage,
right?
Pure waste of money. One of the biggest hyped up fragrance of the year, easily. And,
I did, dude. There are some kind of like, because it's for me when I smelt it, and it does have this. It has the DNA, but with like a old school twist to it. You know what I mean? It's nothing special.
I think you said that. You said something about it smells like something my granddad wore back in the day. Somebody said that.
It's one of those, like, it has that kind of dated spicy. That spicy. I'm not trying to probably like, I don't know, mixed brute, or if I'm remembering, brute with like a little bit of shit. What did I call it?
Black pepper. They threw black pepper and brute and said, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Women
and for what?
And
it's not even
like that. Women don't.
Nah. It's but it's for what? For 100? How much was it? For like 130, 140 bucks?
$159 for a small bottle of it.
Yep.
And it's still holding steady at 129. And it's hit the discount markers, because I sold out of it really quick in my store. I kept very little trying to wear it, and I bought a second bottle. And I bought it on Fragrance Buy for $129. That's the cheapest you're going to get it. So,
personally, I'll stick to the original, bro. The original is way better. I mean, personally, I
prefer the parfum. It's toned down. The parfum is toned down. It's more mainstream. I think I like the parfum better. It's more citrusy, more fruity, just a little bit easier to wear. But my wife doesn't let me wear them, so I don't wear them. I mean, I sold every single Dior I have. I mean, Sauvage I have. And I had Berry Blue. I had all these, and my wife's like, ugh. you can never wear that. I'm like, are you sure? She was like, no, you smell like an old man. Do not ever wear this again.
Yeah.
She actually got out of the bed one night and went to another bed. Went to the
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's why I said I can't wear it. I mean, it's one of those ones that hits her weird, and it's giving me this negative connotation because actually, when I wear it to work, or if I worn it to work, or if I wear Dua's version, when I was comparing Dua's and Alexander's, when I wore them to work, I got compliments like crazy. I don't get it. I don't get why people like that so much.
Yeah, the only reason every girl that I fucked with, or if I, get to know, or a friend,
What's up,
or
Joe?
from a friend to a friend, always had somebody in their life that smells like Dior Sauvage. You're always gonna smell like somebody's ex, bro. That's the one reason why I don't wear it like that, because it's too common, bro. It's too common. I think it's like what CK1 used to be in the 90s. That's what I would compare it to, Remember CK1?
Well, I love CK1, but there's what CK1. CK1 was transformative. It was a fragrance that my sister bought, and that I found that I could wear. And that's what we all had, that experience where we had either her sibling or sister or a girlfriend buy it, and we were like, hey, I can rock this too.
Right.
So it was, for me, my first experience of saying that there was a line blurred between men and women wearing fragrances. So I give that one a little bit more. Now, Sauvage, the original Sauvage, I guess what it is that DNA was really becoming real popular. That bluish DNA was coming. Now it's starting to die out. Have you noticed that? Now we're going to sweet fragrances now back again.
Sweeter, darker.
Caramel's the big note now. Everybody's putting caramel and everything, which I love caramel on my ice cream. But it's different. But I think this whole thing about live streaming, I think the biggest thing about all of it, man, is why you do it, dude. Have fun doing it, man. Have fun, because you will find yourself. You don't want this to become a job. I mean, it is a job.
Yeah.
You're selling your brand. I totally get it, but don't lose the fun aspect of it, man. Because then you're just, and I love Dan to death, but then you just Dan, asking for a super chat every 5 minutes.
You
gotta kind of like, and I know you, because your head's spinning, trying to find ways to make it grow. And that's
I told them
that's a personality. That's great.
Yeah,
don't lose the fun, brother.
Yeah, I was because I look, man, like I told him, like, I mean, anybody can be like, it's for, I love it, I love the hobby or whatever, but the only way I just want to get to that so it can be a little bit profitable, so I can keep reviewing fragrance. I don't care to put money in my pocket, so to speak. I just want it because now, like I said, you got to keep up with all the new fragrance, or at least try to keep up with 50% of what you can get. Like, try to buy 50% of the new releases, man, because I'm telling you, bro, if I can count, like, I sent him a super chat talking about super chat, because whatever, to support him, because because he's talking about super chat
a lot for smaller channels. He does do a lot.
Yeah. Hey, what is it called? I told him, I was like, how much? I think, was it you or Miss Miami Cuddle? Anyway, I sent a super chat saying, how much do you think you spent throughout your time being a fragrance reviewer, or how much is your collection or something, man? And there was nothing shorter than like 7,000, 8,000 and up, bro, dollars.
I spent 15,000 last year alone.
15,000, and still gotta still need to catch up. You know what I mean? Every other month or so.
Yeah, between the duas and all that, because they're so popular and it's a big part of my channel, and I get it, and I'm not running from it. I know what it is. I'm gonna run with it.
Right.
And they're fun to get new things every week.
Yeah.
I think I spent 12. I'm sorry, I spent closer to probably about. I'm sorry, it's way off. I spent about 30 grand last year.
No, you're more. That's what I'm like, just eyeballing the back of the place, man. You're like, dude, what are you talking about? 15,000, bro. At least
just for a smaller collection before the pandemic. That's when it really ramped up. That's when I ramped up the eBay store. Of course, now eBay shut down. So all those people who were selling on eBay is done.
Can I ask you a question? What was that? What was that? eBay doesn't let you sell shit anymore?
No, eBay was being sued by L'Oreal and all them, and Chanel and every one of those groups, whoever they're owned by, for violating the law, I guess, or decant law, whatever they have.
Oh, no way.
And eBay has a used cosmetic policy. They launched last April, and what they were telling you was you can only sell the product in the original bottle.
Right.
So people found ways around it. I found ways around it for about a year, and they would once in a while cut you off,
Yeah.
and like suspend you for 3 days. Then if you got caught again, because it was an algorithm, it was just picking up certain words. So I figured out you had to remove the word decant from every single listing, and that's how you could relist them. So I did that. Well, I got tired of doing that, and I said 8 months ago, I'm gonna start my own website. And I'll tell every customer that buys from me on eBay, I'll put the link into the website. I'll put it on every listing. Yeah. And I'll constantly let them know. Well, one day, it was 2 days before, or a week before Black Friday, which is, our biggest time. That's when we make our most money. And on eBay, I'd make $5,000 that weekend.
Damn,
I was thinking $5,000 with that, $5,000, $2,000 with the store. I'm set. I'm ready to go buy all the doers. I can get lined up where I want to buy. Well, eBay shut me down. So I was down. And they didn't just shut everybody down. They removed everybody's listing that had anything to do with decant sampling. It didn't matter if it used the word decant or not. Then they banned those people from listing fragrances. So I couldn't even list a full bottle of fragrance anymore.
Damn.
I messaged them and they said nothing they could do about it. And when you go into customer service chat, you want to be friendly. You don't want to go in there hot. Because if you go in there hot, you're not going to get anywhere anyways.
Right.
But I went in friendly. I know how to play the game. I know how to talk to customer service reps. That's what I do. So I'm a customer service person, so I know how to talk to them. I know how I like to be talked to, so I talk to them that way. Didn't matter. It was done. So I had to go to my wife's page and upload a bunch of bottles, and we sold a bunch that way. But you lose, how many, I'm at 100% on my feedback on eBay, and I have sold a bunch of decants. Like I'm a top seller. I'm a top rated seller. I'm one of probably the top 20% decant sellers on the site, because everybody else has a specialty. They only sell either creeds, but I sold everything, Duas, Alexander's, everything. So I was one of the top ones, and they shut me down. And I still have people messaging me. And the one thing I won't do is give my competitors ideas. I won't. I got a bunch of messages. Hey, what are you doing? I was like, figure it out, homie. I figured it out 8 months ago. I was being proactive. So now you got a bunch of people scrambling to find somewhere to buy decants. And
damn, bro.
So I average about, I would say, $3,000. This month, I think I made about $5,000. But I had to run promos all the time.
Yeah.
Because I can't put them on eBay. It's a lazy man sell, because they already got the built-in community for you. All you have to do, you don't have to even advertise. You don't have to give anything away. You don't have to do buy 3 get 10% off. No, just special there. People are going to buy. And we don't have that no more. So you got to kind of be a little, like, I'll run a buy one get one half off, like I got right now. I'll run something every weekend, just because people. When I buy Duas, they're sold out. The majority of the bottles
sold out fast, bro. Fast.
I sell them out quick. The decants are gone, because I'm just as good as Dua samples. Screw you, Mega Dave. I'm just kidding. I like Mega Dave. I'm faster than Dua samples, and I offer a free sample of everything, and I'm the same price. I just do mine different. But anyways, enough about me.
No. It's an open chat, bro. No, I was fucking with eBay for last year. But then I started fucking myself by doing this, because I used to buy candles from TJ Maxx for like $7, right? And in retail, those candles are about like $35 or whatever. So I'll go on there and sell them for at least $15, $20. But then I forgot. I'm like, fuck, man, the weight used to kill me, because the candles are heavy as fuck. So I found myself just making like $3-4 profit, man. And if I up it a little bit, like $20, then I'm no better than the other guy selling that shit on there. And the secret was, for candles, you can still make money, but you got to buy a shit ton of candles, bro, to make at least a few dollars off each of them. So it was a good gig. But then I was like, but anyway, but that's sad that they took that shit off, man. Everything, we were just talking about YouTube now. It's all 80% corporations, all those CBS, NBC, whatever. They're transitioning from TV to online, and they're paying YouTube to to put their stuff, and then that's why they changed the dislike button, because they were getting all that woke shit was getting like disliked. You know what I mean? And it was showing people weren't watching their shit, and then they were like, "Yo, you got to make that shit disappear," you know?
That's how we're gauging their profit margins, by the number of views, number of likes, the reactions they're getting from them. What they don't understand is, and I think that most corporations have not been able to grasp this yet. Now, smaller people have, people in entertainment have. Eazy-E knew what it was. Negative publicity is the same as positive publicity, period.
Yep.
Period. If they're talking about you, that's all that matters. But for these corporations, they can't see that yet, because who's in their boardrooms are either personalities that that are super smart, or you got people that owe money in there. So it's they can't grasp the whole negative thing, because frankly, nobody's ever gave them negative feedback in their life, probably.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I was gonna I'm gonna play this video real fast, just so we can I'm gonna skip it real fast. This one actually I wanted to show everybody and you. So let me put it on and tell me what you think. Hold on for a second.
I like the background, man.
My background, yeah, it's a studio. I'll show you the pictures. Are you on Messenger a lot or Streamer?
Yeah, you can hit me on Messenger, man. You've hit me on Messenger before. You can hit me up there.
Yeah, I actually still need to get you some things out, but I'll send them out.
I'm the king of forgetting stuff, man. Don't worry about it, brother. I can't.
Yeah,
stuff all the time. People email me all the time. Hey, where's my giveaway? I'm like, damn it, I forgot to do that giveaway.
Yeah, I forget because there's so many people. I'm like, dude, I swear, dude, it's I forget.
And then you got regular too.
Yeah. Here you go. Let me see if this is the one. Hold on. Why YouTube is dying. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Strife Hayes, and this video is about
it's a year old, isn't it?
creatively and artistically dying. As a content maker, I've already broken some of the vital rules of YouTube. I've made this video over 10 minutes long, so most people won't watch it. I haven't used a reactionary thumbnail of me clutching my face in horror. I haven't used jump cuts, and I've not asked you to like or subscribe. I'm fully aware I've made all of these mistakes because they are actually part of the problem. In this video, I'm going to explain 1. Where YouTube came from and its original purpose. 2. The golden years of YouTube and what it was like during the early age of the internet. And 3. How we've devolved into the advertising-ruled corporate sludge of content we are now in. As with all my videos, I'll be analyzing the facts and figures available, as well as adding my own personal experiences in as examples. So grab a drink and settle in as we explore the reasons why YouTube is dying. And then I will tell you, in my opinion, the exact day it died. Let me be clear. YouTube is not dying financially. YouTube is owned by Google, whom in turn is owned by Alphabet, one of the largest, most powerful companies on earth. They're simply too big to fail and will continue to run YouTube for many years yet. The death of YouTube is not monetary.
I'll be right back 1 second.
It's an artistic death, a creative death. It is my belief as a YouTube content creator and avid user that YouTube itself is now a breeding ground and home for vapid, meaningless content, such as effortless fake prank videos, over-sexualized, creepy videos insidiously aimed at children, and multinational companies using it as a hosting site to re-upload reality TV shows, talent shows, or adverts, and double their viewership. What YouTube has become is so far from what it was, a hosting site for fun videos, creative people, allowing anyone with a camera and a good idea to achieve recognition. YouTube provided a free platform for anyone with a creative message or passionate idea to broadcast it to the world. And because of this, the site was full of unique, interesting individuals sharing their passion and creating content that truly mattered to them. While many content creators do continue to do this, these golden days of personal passion superseding business decisions are far behind us. So the question is, why and when did this happen? The largest issue we'll face in this analysis is YouTube itself is similar to a living organism, with small evolutions and mutations happening slowly as time moves on. One video may do something that achieves fame or viral status, and so another will follow it and copy it and do it better. Which video do we then say started it? The first attempt to create a concept or the first to perfect it? A visual example is on the screen now. These brilliant pictures are illusions of one thing morphing into another. We can all agree it starts as a bridge and ends as a ship. We can agree the swap happened somewhere around here, but the exact moment is impossible to mark. Much like this picture, we can all agree the early years of YouTube contain videos such as me at the zoo.
Just like I was saying, just like the fragrance community. At one time, it was great. When did you start? Juan, when did you start?
I've been collecting for 16 years, but I started watching Jeremy Fragrance about 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Okay, 5 years ago. Okay, yeah. When I started like 2000 at the end of 2017, and at that time I was getting numbers, bro. I was getting like compared to now, I would do the same video. Like back then, I would get like 1,000 views within 3 days. Right now, I'm getting 200 views within a week, or 200 or 300 views in a week. So a big difference. It's either the algorithm or maybe it's oversaturated, or a combination of both, bro.
It's definitely natural, and then there's also other reasons. I think I got in right when the pandemic hit early.
Yeah,
that made a difference. But I gotta agree with you, man. I think it's I remember I used to watch videos a lot longer than I do now. Like I'm in for like 3 minutes and I'm out. Like I would sit through a whole Jeremy Fragrance video. It wasn't that long. They're pretty short. Or I sit through a whole Steven video all day, right? But now, man, I'm lucky if I sit through 2 minutes of one. Now that is because I do this for a living, and sometimes it just gets tiring.
Right. Yeah, look, man, bro. When I like you said, sorry, let me just, I'm messing with the screens real fast. I was trying to look for the thing because I was trying to fast forward. I don't want to keep you up, because it's a long video, but the point is, when they first started, bro, it was everybody you can put on damn near anything on YouTube. They won't go down, like, for instance, suicides, whatever. That's how gruesome stuff was on there, and they wouldn't take it off. But now, even using the word simp or something like that, bro, it's not necessarily going to take you down, but it'll give you like, okay, well, and I know this because I talked to Fresh and Fit. I know if you're familiar with them, they're close friends of mine. You know what I mean? And they even have to use imp or something like that. This is how much influence.
Who did it, though? Who complained, though? I'm guessing that the female viewers.
It's the female, because all that, the RP. You're aware about the RP and stuff like that, the red pill and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all mostly the feminists, like extreme feminists and stuff like that, that are woke people that are going on there, and like, yeah, and basically all they're saying is these men's channels are just saying the truth, bro. And they don't want that kind of shit out there to wake people up, but basically in the sense of like reality, and that's what's happening, bro. And I'm like, dude, it went from only 20%, like big major TV companies on YouTube, to 80%. 80%. And the real YouTubers are no longer here, man. You can't make your content. You can't be who you are. YouTube should just change your name instead of YouTube Corporation Tube or some shit, So it's not the same. It's not the same. Dude, I went back on some of my channels. I had some copy strikes. I'm like, bro, I didn't even play a song on there or did anything. And then I had to, you have to what is it called? Appeal it, and it was just a mistake. You know how many people got like deactivated just because of their mistakes? So it's like, dude, either way you can't win. What's the point of this shit?
Yeah, I can't tell if I get a strike or not. Because I feel like I got an echo. Am I gonna echo yours?
Nah, you're good here. You're good.
Okay. It's just me on my side. Okay. All right, good. So I feel like it's just there. Because but I don't notice it because I get spiked every time, dude. I play music, which I'm taking away the music, dude. It's gone. It's all my videos are pre-recorded. There's no more music in there.
Right.
I just don't want. I don't want to give them any reason to take down my old stuff because I'm proud of everything I've done.
Yeah.
And that's when you can tell if you can evolve, brother.
Yeah, bro, I'm like, bro, I don't want to risk it myself too, because I'm like, bro, if anything happens to the channel, man, ain't no way somebody's gonna start back again through all that shit.
Look at Joey Cannoli. He got demonetized. He can't ever grow. He's kicked out of the algorithm pretty much over something he couldn't even control. He's been doing it for 10 years.
10 years.
There's no way same channel, 10 years, can't grow because of YouTube's demonetization.
He's only at like 2,000 something, right?
He's almost at 3. He's almost at 3 now. And that's sure will, because he's got everything against him. YouTube works against him. Everything works against him. And I can't remember. He told the story, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
So he's an example of it. He's been pretty much, you might as well say he's blackballed. I mean, you could pretty much just say that, because even though he does YouTube content there, nobody's seeing it. Nobody.
Damn. I swear to God, bro, I heard his name more than any of his videos came up, because like I wasn't familiar with him. Everybody was like Joey Cannoli, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who is this guy? And I had to actually look for him. Actually, some cannolis came up first. I'm like, no, Joey Cannoli, some pizza places and shit.
Joey got it. Joe just said it, but he got clicked on.
Oh man!
And it wasn't him. And they said that he was. What's the word I'm looking for? He was wherever it was. There's something we can do.
Yeah, that's. I got a copyright strike, and I was like, bro, what are they talking about? I watched the fucking video. I was like, did something pop up? Did something, you know what I mean? Did I put something? I didn't put anything in the description. I didn't say anything. No, like whatever. I went through that motherfucker like 5 times. I'm like, nah, let me just I sent him a appeal to look at it again, and sure enough, there was like, oh, our fault, whatever, some generic ass message. What they do, bro. I'm like, man, this is like really kind of like, dude, man, you gotta, even if you watch out, like you said, Joey Cannoli, even if you're not doing anything, bro, these motherfuckers can, yeah. And and that sucks. Like I said, man, like I swear to God, if you lose a channel, especially as a guy, if you lose a channel, if you lose a channel, if you're a woman, that ain't no problem. You're gonna get those fucking thousands of views within a month or two, But for a guy, bro, look, I'm at like 6,300, and that's blood, sweat, and tears, bro.
Yeah.
And spending thousands of money, and then. What's her name? The girl that goes on. I just subscribed to her, Gretchen or whatever.
Gretchen. Yeah.
So, how old is she? She's like what, in her 40s or something like that, right? And I'm thinking she's been around about like a few years. I thought she was like an old, old comer or whatever. Come to find out, she only started about a year ago.
Yeah,
and she already has like 5,000. I'm like, dude. I'm like, yo, there's this other girl too, man. It's like, yo, I swear to God, I'm not even hating on the women. It's just the nature of the shit. But I'm just saying, for us men, bro, we got to come up with some things, man. Like, we got to work together. We got to stick together. That's again, when I get on Dan's screen, I mean, Mr. Smelly's screen, I don't know. I like the only people like I fuck with, and it's certain people like you, Miami Cuddles, and this and that. Other people, I said this to Stacks too, are kind of like standoffish because we're a little bit too strong or too like RP aware or something like that. You know what I mean? Too much for them. They like, dude, either get offended. I'm like, bro, man, what the fuck, man? And then even without that, I don't even think people want to work together, bro. Everybody thinks they're better than everybody. I just get that sense. I'm not saying that it is. I might be wrong, but I just, don't you get that too? some
I definitely get that.
yeah, like they're standoffish. They don't want to. Just everybody, and I'm like, bro. Even people with like, I said this too earlier in my stream. I'm like, bro, because I know some other YouTubers. Even my brother with 400,000 subscribers. He was like, bro, on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. Yet he's verified, blue check marked, everything. And he was like, bro, that ain't nothing, man. So for people that even have like, bro, if you don't have more than 75,000 subscribers, you ain't nothing, bro. So for people that have,
we're doing this for fun. We're
yeah,
we're trying to make
yeah.
it big, but you
But
gotta think about it though. I think about it like this though, man. I think about it like this. Where was I a year ago in my
Right.
journey? I was doing videos from a phone that was really bad. I wasn't really going into notes. I was just doing it all off of my sheer will and excitement about fragrances.
Right.
To the point where I wouldn't even do a live yet because I couldn't do one. I was afraid to do lives, you know. And now I look at it and I say, okay, there's progress. I've got better people have genuinely told me that I'm good at this. So eventually it'll come.
Yes.
I believe in hard work, man. I got to believe. We still got to believe in hard work. We still got to believe that hard work pays off eventually. Now, do we need an edge? Do we need something to help us? Yes. Maybe a lady would help. Would it really fit my move?
Yeah. No.
The
Well,
style I built. I bring ladies here besides my wife. I want
Right.
love to show my wife. You think it would look right for me to bring another lady in here? You know, I don't know. To me, it doesn't fit. And that's.
I mean, even if it's just, I mean, it's not going to be like personally. It's just it's a business thing, you know. It's a business mutual, like you know. If in that point, I mean, I'm not going to have her like twerk like the other person. But if it's just like general, just like what's his name used to do, rest in peace, Carlos.
Stephanie.
Yeah, it was professional. She would sit next to him, and what do you think? Your 2 cents. That's all. That's all.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it works for him really well because they didn't feel threatened by him. First of all.
Oh yeah, because
and it was a good. It worked well because I didn't feel threatened by him. I had a better chance with her than he did.
Right, of course.
It's that mentality. It's a great combination. Did he work at a shoe store?
Yeah.
I think he worked at a shoe store.
He did. He worked like a shoe store or some kind of place like a what is it that store, Rec Room Shoes or some shit like that.
I loved when he would do videos and he would get the opinions of his coworkers
at work, right?
Because that was the thing that made me want to buy it, not just his, but what people were reacting to it, because those are real reactions.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to do more of that. I think we're missing that. I think all we see now is the opinion of the guy and some pretty girls, right? What about some normal people that got to smell your ass every day? Shit.
You know, that is a good idea, man. Like your coworkers or your people that you associate every day. Shit, it can be for your Starbucks where you buy coffee or something. You can just ask like, "Hey, you know, what do you think?" Or this is how. I mean, you know, you'll have your niche how to do it. But yeah, I think we're missing that kind of stuff too, man.
If he was still alive today, would this still be different? Would it be better with him here? And would it be better? Would Steven be better?
No, I think
alive today.
I think it'll be better if Carlos was still there, man, because he was I liked him. He reached out to me like multiple of times. He was
spoken with me before. He's commented on my video before. He knew who I was. I appreciate
it. That's the thing. Even if it's just that's acknowledged, but the others, nah. I mean, I've realized too. A lot of the other, some, not all of them, but there's a certain. I'll tell you in person. What they do is I started like going to the rack stores and stuff like that. They started you because I'm the one that started that rack store shit. Going shopping, you can go and ask anybody like Keith and stuff like that. They're the ones that were like, yeah, because people would talk about TJ Maxx, but actually not go there. And those are the best videos of mine to actually go there and film and see if we can find a gem. Or most of the time, I'll find something good or something on sale. And if something's on sale, most likely they'll be on sale in your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls. But what happened was they would take those ideas and they'll start going to the rack stores. Even the bigger channels went to the rack stores and stuff like that.
Channel made his whole channel on rack stores.
Yeah. And I'm like,
mean,
bro,
we're talking 1 million views now on some of his videos.
fuck, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It takes a lot of hard work too. I mean, you have that person we're talking about has a huge social media presence, and he's always posting his videos everywhere he can. I think he belongs to like 70 Facebook groups. So imagine if you belong to 70 Facebook groups and you posted all your videos in there, times that by 100. So that's 7,000 people that you're sending your videos to just in Facebook alone.
Wow.
So I think if there's anything we all need to do is we need to join more fragrance Facebook groups.
I think so too. I really do, man. I think, and I'll be the first one to admit, like, sometimes I'm like standoffish, like, man, because like, for instance, from editing the videos to doing this to doing that, it's a lot of work behind the scenes. It's not like I just sit here, you know what I mean? So mostly I'll take ownership and be like, yo, bro, I didn't like reach out and this and this and that. I mean, it's easy to be like, yeah, man, well, he got successful, but there's a lot of things I admit that I could be doing, you know, like and for instance,
just a sense of pride. You don't want to just be a copycat. You don't want to be somebody, you know, you want to be your own man. It's a sense of pride sometimes for people. I just don't. That's the hardest for me. Is I don't want to copy people.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but I've learned that I can take things from some people, like better thumbnails. I don't mean steal their ideas, or like, you know, because nobody has their ideas. But I don't mean like copy them and tell 10. I mean generally, how can you get your content out? And the best way to get it out is to put it everywhere so everybody has a chance to see it. Because not everybody's gonna find you on YouTube. If you're at 40,000, you're getting a couple people look at your stuff more than me, right?
Right.
But you ain't getting more than people who are up in the 500,000.
Yeah. I know some people just like what the fragrance room or something like that. That guy he started in 2019. I used to talk to him like here and there, but now he's like, it's hard to get a hold of him because of his numbers or whatever. But what he did was every post he posted on TikTok, on this, on that, and he'll just bombard you until it becomes like a psychological thing, you know, known to you, you know what I mean? That's how it happens, bro. You can't just rely on one platform, because what I do is
you're gonna fade out. You have to get everybody out there seeing. That's good advice for anybody watching. That's nothing that we came up with or me and you created. It's just taking advantage of what's out there.
Yeah,
I'm not saying people cheat. I'm not saying people don't buy subs. I'm not saying none of that, because I'm sure they do. Some people do, and I'm sure some of the people who say they don't have and maybe felt guilty and stopped doing it, but they got what they wanted out of it.
Well, I'll tell you, I swear, and I talked to some of the higher ups. Actually, it's a good thing, and I'm not gonna do it. But why people, even famous people, they buy subs, because it gets you up there, and more people are willing to click on your content if you have a lot of subscribers. So it just gets you that illusion. Oh shit, damn! Look how many subscribers I gotta subscribe to him. You know, better than like, okay, starting out from zero, and it just it gives you like an oomph in your YouTube career or whatever when you buy followers or subscribers. So people in the business sense, even companies, buy subs. They have to, you know. It's a good business practice. But you know, I don't know about in the fragrance community or whatever.
You know, because we're trying to hold on to the chivalry part, or like the pureness of it. But eventually, when you get up into the 100, 200,000, it's a different game. And I don't think any of us can sit here and say how we're going to act when we get there. The one thing I won't do, and I'll drop my YouTube page and quit doing it the minute I ignore the people I came up with. If I forget where I came from, I will definitely quit. I got that written down, and I gave it to my wife. And I don't say, okay, what happens, baby? Because if we get to that point, and she thinks I'm crazy, but I said, you got to hold me to this, and you got to remind me, and she will, that if I get too big and I start being like some of these guys are. Now, there are exceptions. You're going to be busier. You're going to be more important. You got to be careful with your brand. I get all that.
Right.
But just the normal people, like if I'm going to forget people that, and if I don't bring people with me either, something wrong with me too. Because you're better with a bunch of people around you than you are by yourself at the top. It's easier to handle success when there's people with you. Now, I'm not saying leechers or moochers. No, I'm talking about people that want to be successful too.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I've because I know some people that like, yeah,
bro. Since I'm bringing with me regardless, you know that, brother.
Bro Sense is the man. Yeah, well, I mean, there's some good people in the frigates who are like Bro Sense, Stacks,
Mac. Good people.
Yeah, man. There you can tell like just they're in this for the right reason. They really have a passion for this shit, for whatever it takes.
They're so excited about learning things that if they don't see your success as a jealousy thing, they see it as I'm cool with him. I can get some things from him. I can learn from him, and vice versa. And that's what I like. Russell Mack is. I definitely influenced Russell.
Look, man,
and I love the fact that I can't, because we somebody else like Stacks wasn't even doing reviews. Me and Russell were
right.
I think it was me and Russell, and he came on this. He messaged on stream, so he's thinking about getting reviews. Everyone like, do it. Wasn't no hesitation like, oh, you might want to be careful. You gotta do this. You gotta watch. No, do it.
Do it. That's what I mean. Like if we stick together and just make this little thing. I mean, I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just saying, like, on live streams or whatever, just to stick in the community, bro. That right there is just stronger than like one person or trying to make it himself. You have more of a chance to, either one of us makes it and helps the rest of us, or all of us are gonna make it at one time. But we stick together because, like, we're talking about whatever it is, bro. Why not? Like with these live streams, man. Everybody jump on, talk about whatever, bro. Like I said, it not necessarily that you have to talk about fragrances, but we can always resort back to fragrances. We can talk about where's YouTube going, or what do you see, or this and this and that, and then come back to the fragrances.
What's a good mic to use for YouTube?
What's a good mic to use to help each other out?
Do you realize that if me or you are at 200,000 and we bring on somebody like Bro Sense and we talk with Bro Sense and people get to know Bro Sense and all that, and what if that gets Bro to 5,000? Or just something that we're, I'm not saying everybody's gonna get the same goal we're gonna hit or where we end up at, because it's different levels of things. But there ain't nothing better than surrounding yourself with people that you like, and you can see them being successful, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's a great feeling.
To give you,
man, it's lonely. I love Ross Carlos to death, but I think it's pretty lonely, man.
Yeah, to associate with. No, definitely, man. I told one of my friends, they plugged me in with 500. Actually, if you go on my Instagram, they Fresh and Fit and Aaron Cpox and their sandboard guy always shouts me out and puts me on their story last 4 or 5 times, and my channel went up my page went up to 24,000 followers, bro. These are just because, and it was like, damn, you also
have to be good though. You have to understand, like, when they give you these opportunities to shine, you better shine.
You better shine.
Bring something to the table, because and I'll help people along and all that. I'll let anybody stream. I don't care, as long as they're respectful. And I only have one rule: don't threaten to kill somebody.
Right. Of course.
You don't have to take the stream down. That's it.
Yeah. That's and that's one of the reasons why I'm actually, I went all out, about $1,000 worth of equipment, from the microphone to the new laptop, to mics, to headphones, to the what's it called? I have to set up the 1080p camera, webcam, so that way I can have the platform and everybody can join in. It's an open, just like Joey Cannoli has that 24 hours live stream or whatever. I'll eventually
19 hours.
19 hours. Yeah. So but I'm actually gonna get do you know Real Joss TV? Do you know him?
Yeah, I know Real Joss. I love Real Joss. He's one of my oldest subscriptions I have, dude.
Yeah. I'm the reason why I started the channel, because of him, because I started. He's the first reviewer. He was at 7,000 just when I started, but now I want to pick his brain too, because what he did is, I'm not sure if this is what I'm just seeing, eyeballing. he had 7,000 subscribers, and I think he saw that he's not growing enough, so he started doing movie reviews. If you know,
and he does a good job at that.
Yeah, and he does a good job.
I don't even like reviews. I watch him.
Right, so I want to see, did he do that on purpose, or did he just switch to a hobby or whatever? Or because I don't know, because I mean, is that because now he's at 35,000 subscribers, you know, and I want to see, just to where, to gauge the temperature in the room about what he thinks, because he's a big.
Him and Timmy were around the same. Timmy was the Asian guy. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
But I always would watch Timmy and him, and then Timmy just became a sellout, and I couldn't watch him anymore.
Yeah.
But Josh never felt like a sellout, man. He felt like if it wasn't for Josh, I knew about fears. I knew about a couple of things. If it wasn't for Josh, I would let Abercrombie Fitch alone.
Yeah. He did talk about the Abercrombie Fitch, and he did a lot of those Middle Eastern fragrances, like
Imagine Scent. That's who it was. Imagine Scent.
Imagine Scent. Yeah.
Does he still do videos?
Man, I don't even know where that. Yeah, those guys. Ah, man, I'm surprised. Even Real Josh.
He made me buy a Lower Home Extreme Sports. I didn't pay that much. That was his number one fragrance, and I bought Chanel because of him.
I bought the Paco. No, I'm sorry, the Halloween Man shot because of Real Josh. The Halloween shot because he made it. He was like, this is Caroline Herrera mixed with YSL Louis Delhomme mixed with what else? JPJ. Yeah, something. Yeah, and then they have so Halloween Man shot. Yeah, and then I still fuck with Halloween Man shot. I mean, the performance is all right on my Sky. Actually, it's pretty good for what, like $24-$30, man. But
I like the Hero. It's good. I'm gonna rock a lot this summer. Halloween Man shot Hero. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Hero. That's the red bottle, right? Was it that the red bottle? Yeah. Or is that the Rock On?
No, that's from my hair.
Yeah, Hero. Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. I gotta buy that. I've seen that one around.
Let me show you what I bought. You remember this one, right? Joe. Obviously, Joe was on the stream. He told me everybody knows what this one said me.
Oh yeah, the balance. Yeah, I was actually I put a picture up with a chick. She loves that shit. She was smelling it out of my hand. Actually, on my Facebook story.
That is a go-to right now. That's summer, dude.
Yeah, I do that, and I wear the Abercrombie Fitch First Instinct, First Instinct Together and Extreme, because I found them for super cheap, dirt cheap at TJ Maxx a few years ago. But they dude, have you realized, man, prices online and all in the stores went up by like $10, man, or $15, man, right?
Yeah,
is that me?
Because I'm telling you, a lot of this has to do. I'm telling you, this has a lot to do with the demand for more full boxes because they can't get samples.
Fuck.
I got a video coming out this week. It says, what happened to eBay decanters? And of course, it's pretty much just a advertisement for my store.
Right.
So it's a video about what happened, where you can buy safely for decants now. Of course, I'll talk about mine. I'll talk about some other ones that I vetted, and I'll give them. And I'm not going to give anybody who I know that's just left eBay and looking for an easy way to get back in it. No, I'm talking about people that I trust. They're decanters, they're not going anywhere, but people don't know where to go. They don't know how to put your search on Google. Like I set mine up now. You search up Google, you're gonna find me. I mean, I might not be the top one, but the top up.
Right.
But yeah, so I think that's the problem, man. People are having to buy more bottles now because they don't have a chance to sample it. And I would love to see Scentbird's numbers right now. They're increased since and Lucky Scent and all of them like that. And Samples UK, Fragrance UK, I guarantee you that they've seen an uptick, a huge uptick, because there was so much decanting going on eBay. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, there were. It was like at least like page after page. It wasn't just like 5 people. It was 50 of page 1, 50 of page 2. It was like decants of whatever. You know?
I've talked to people who messaged me that was their living.
Yeah, they were making
they bought
money.
Creed flankins, the big ones.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
buy 5 Adventices, 5 of this, 5 of that, 5 of that, and they would make 300. I would say they make $300 per bottle profit, and that's 5 times 300. They're making $1,500 on one set of Creed, and they sell 10 of them. So do the math. Some of these people were making big time money. Some of these people were feeding their kids, putting them to school, and bam, just because. Here's my news flash for fragrance companies: you don't want decanters, then why don't you offer it to people?
Yeah, because they don't. Yeah, man, they don't even make those motherfucking like small samples. You remember they used to give out like back in the 90s, early 2000s. You get a nice, generous size of whatever, probably like an ounce or 1 ml or something.
And the
They don't even
problem
make
is
those
when you
anymore.
offer it, it's so expensive.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You go to Fragrance One, you can go to Navitus and buy the Discovery set of 2 mLs, leaky little bottles they sell you, and it's $40, right?
Yeah, that's
in reality, you don't want all those Navituses in 2 mLs. You need to just take a dab and smell it and move on. Why don't you sell 1 millimeter dab for $10 for all of them and let them try them?
Scentbird is definitely probably grown since
It's separate.
Because
I plan to start my own subscription service in mid-year, so it's coming. That's the future. Period.
Yeah,
you have to give people Scentbird style choices, right?
Right.
But with Fat Boy Fragrance or anybody who does customer service like I do, that kind of customer service. What is Scentbird having the hardest time getting over? Customer service, man.
Yeah, the customer. Yeah, that's
look at Comcast. It took Comcast 5 years to get over their customer service woes.
Their numbers are bad. That's why they have like bad reviews or something. Customer service, nobody. Because I remember I talked to actually Scentbird when they first when I first started. Some guy saw my video. He was like, "Hey, you want to be an ambassador for Scentbird?" And they were going to pay me $150 plus they'll give you 2 fragrances every month for free. And I was going to do it. Huh?
Cuba was an ambassador.
Yeah, they were and I didn't see their email for like a month or so, and at that time, I think they were just growing. So or they put some other people, like got some other people on. So, and I was only at like 1,000, 1,500 subscribers at that time. So it just goes to show you, fragrance companies back in 2017, bro. They used to give
they want everybody now.
Everybody, but now it's so oversaturated. They don't want to deal with nobody. Huh? Yeah. If you don't have at least 15 to 20 or 30,000 subscribers, they're not going to even bat an eye. They're not even going to look at you. But when it was still kind of like that last of the golden era, 2017 going on to 18, Alexandria Fragrances used to fuck with me. This other fragrance company, they sent me out 3. And this is most of the time they'll just reach out, this and that. What was the other company? Joe something, not Joe Malone, but Joe something, and they had like 2 fragrances. They sent me like 2 big bottles. But now, and now that I have my fragrance line, bro, I have people now like over every single day, 10 to 15 people telling me, please, I'm a reviewer on TikTok, I'm a reviewer on this, send me out a free fragrance, I can review your fragrance. I'm like, dude, it's this bad now? Everybody asks for fragrances.
Yeah, I don't do that. I do. I hate it's. That's why I got the store for. I should not have to, because if I get your fragrance, guess what? I can't put it in my store.
Right.
Because I got something for free. I didn't earn it. I didn't pay for it. So how am I? Now I'm being really shady. Now I'm putting it in my store. You sent me something and I put it in my store. Like Mike sent me Fallen Leaf, and I didn't put it in my store. I gotta get my drink.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Take your time. Go.
Yeah, you're good. I think that's what makes it easier for me. I don't take anything for free. And now I will take if somebody sends me something. Now I made an addendum to my kind of thing because I built up a reputation of being honest and genuine. That I think now I could sample some things and not feel like I'm being a shill or anything like that.
Right.
So I think, but in the beginning, heck yeah, I wouldn't take nothing. I turned down Dossier twice, 3 or 4 times, and Dossier is super aggressive with everybody. And I was
Wow.
like, I asked him real nice. I said, "Can you send me a discount code?" Well, we
Yeah,
already
right.
have a discount code. We'll send me a second one. If you think and let me pay for some of this. Parfums Vintage, which is the toughest one to get anything out of, right? They sent me a discount code for 30% a couple of times, and I bought a bunch. I mean, they said I at least had to spend $700. I said I'm spending $1,200, so they sent me a 30% discount code twice, and I bought a bunch from them. But I paid for it in a way.
Right.
I paid for it. Probably the real retail prices around what they were giving it to me for. But I don't regret it. Hey, this is the one I wanted to tell you about, and it's the one that Dua made, and I have the name of the fragrance. I think it's the best fragrance I've ever smelled. Rudy from Time to Musk Up sent me the real name of it, and here it is. Let me find it.
For whatever it's worth, anything that I want to know about Dua, I watch you. I watch you. I go straight to you.
I'm a Dua expert. Here, can you see that right there? The name of that? I don't know if you can see there or not.
Let me
pull it away a little bit. It's called
a little bit because
it's called
okay.
It's a purple bottle.
Is it
amber blonde, spicy, musky fragrance? It's going to be. There's the bottle. If you can see there, I'm trying to show you.
I'll
there
look it up.
There you can see now.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see it.
That is the one that is cloning. It's called Elmore, and it's the best thing I've smelled from Dua in a long time.
Is it sold out?
No. It's called Elmore. It just came out this year. I mean, just last week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
God, I'm the biggest Tiger guy. I love Bogart Tiger. That's my jam. That's my favorite fragrance.
Yeah.
This is like Tiger, but put a little more. But instead of amping down the wood note, amp it up. So
that's how it is. Damn, man. Yeah, Dua, I'm telling you, bro.
Dua. I want to get the real deal now. Dua, this is what makes Dua so great. This is what makes companies like you and like everybody else great. When you make something that nobody's heard of, or too expensive to get. And I'm sure this thing's probably $5,000 for all I know. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't buy Tiger unless I try Black Panther first.
Man, yeah.
Can we finally say that Dua, Alexandria, Parfums Vintage, they created a subgenre or a new genre of fragrances? You can't call them niche.
Yeah, no.
You call them clones.
Yeah, they did. They're clone houses, and they're necessary, man, bro. Because
bigger than some designer houses you watch.
Fuck yeah, we're still early in the game, bro. That's what I'm saying, like, bro, because that's where I got it. Right now, I'm just waiting for it to partner up with him, so that way when we partner up with the Melted Elements, I'm gonna have all the funds to be playing with that to get my things out there, because you can make a fragrance line, but the hardest part, everything is good. We got great reviews and everything I sent out, because I have 110.
I've seen the offers and I've looked at them, and I've heard people talk about them. They're really good. It's on my list for this year for sure.
I'm gonna, as a gift, I'm going to, because it's you're a big part of the community, bro, and I send you. This is not, you know what I mean. I know you might not take anything or whatever. I want to send this as a gift for you.
No problem, man. You can send it. It's fine.
Yeah, I swear to God, I have the box ready for you and everything, and I'm going to actually put everything tomorrow and send it out for you.
I might just
and I'll give you.
When I buy the real deal, this one, I'm going to send you a sample of it so you can try it, because I want.
Please, man. I'm telling you, Dua. I just I had collateral. What do you think? Collateral damage. You like it, or does it smell like a little too?
I'm not additional. A big fan of what's clone. When the collateral damage is
it's like a tobacco to. I mean, no, it's like a medicinal.
It's an initial parfums fragrance. I thought side effect. I think.
Yeah.
So I don't like side effect that much. People do like side effect. I have 5 initials, and it's not the one I had it, but I sold it. I didn't like it.
But that thing lasted me for. I mean, those Dua, man, super
popular though. It's people like that one a lot. I have to keep buying it. I mean, people sample that all the time.
Dua, man. They because right now we need to find a good binding agent. You know what I mean? To use, we have one. But their prices are going a little bit up. You know what I mean? Because everything is short and everything. And when we got to start using them, we might just up our prices by like $2 or something. No big deal. But but you need the binding agent to make it like really one of the reasons why you make it last long, because that's I tell my perfumer, bro, if it doesn't last long, if it doesn't give you that Dua performance, because I'm shooting for Dua, I always praise Dua because Dua it's a game changer, bro. I mean,
they're definitely, they can be hated on. They want to be hated on. They can call
right,
me. They want to
get
call
the
me. They call me a do a fanboy. I'm not do a fanboy because I can't be a fanboy if I trash their stuff too at the same time. But I'm a fan of ingenuity, dude.
bro.
Ingenuity and hard work. There's a lot of hard work that goes into that, man.
Supernova. Look, I'll show you something real fast. Supernova was my daytime date fragrance, and I'll show you how the video. I live streamed that one time. Hold on for a second. I'll show you this shit.
One of the best ones they got, and Supernova cologne.
Oh my god,
be a hard
dude!
one to get, but now it's easier to get.
You can. Does it still? It still performs and everything, right?
Yeah, the cologne is just. Well, the Supernova is the parfum extract of the original from Roja Elysium, and cologne is of course the cologne version. The more mainstream one people buy more of, because in Roja it's only like $230 on retail stores. But you spending $350, $400 for the parfum, easy.
Yeah, exactly. It's hold on, let me just get this working.
I prefer the blends though myself. I like when they blend like Supernova in a casino, Supernova in a Caribbean.
Yeah, casino Poseidon. Yeah, the Poseidon. I got the What's funny was first when I got the casino elixir Poseidon or whatever it was called. I got it and it didn't perform. It didn't perform when I first got it, but then I contacted customer support, which they're really good for Dua. At least they, within like 2 hours they'll get back to you, right? And they're like, no, just let it sit for a few days because I think they just poured it in or made a batch or something. So he said, just leave it in the dark for a few days and come back to it, or within a week or something, and then come back to it, and it performed, man. It performed. It gave it that Dua power,
Look what Santander just said. That's what we're talking about, and that's one of the reasons I bought Boss. I bought Oud Boys was because of Dua, but he bought it because of you. He bought a full bottle of Tom Ford.
Yeah, let me see. Put his fragrance. Let me put his message right here. Yeah, man. Why is this a little slow today, man? I'm trying to show you a video. Let me check my Wi-Fi. Hold on. It's connected. Okay, that's why.
I love Tom Ford Oud Boy, man. I was just smelling Dua's version. I just did a sample for somebody who ordered it, and I was like, man, there's so many Duas over there because there's like 800, 900 Duas that I have so many. And a lot of them are still pretty full. I haven't even worn them yet. I mean, I haven't reviewed a lot of these. I'm just trying to keep up with them. So when eBay got my Dua listing on eBay had more sales than any other Dua listing on eBay. And that's how big that one was. I mean, I was people's go-to for a long time. And even when Dua samples came out, I was still killing it because not everybody can buy it. You realize why AT&T sells phones at Walmart, right? Because they couldn't send everybody to their store. There's no way they could handle all the traffic. So they're going to send people to Walmart. So that's what, there's no way Dua samples can do everybody's sample order. There's no way. It's impossible. So that's why you got to have people like me and other people that supply them. I don't think I'm subscribed to you, Santunters. I'm about to subscribe to you. I think I'm the only one on here. I think he stepped out for a second.
I'm here.
There you are.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi cut off because I have two Wi-Fis in this building. My personal one and then the building.
Are you running fiber?
No. Let me see. It's no. Just it's this other company upstairs. I don't know what he has. I pay him like, you know what I mean, like $40-$50 a month. But then the building has I'm not even sure what the building has too, but it's free for the building.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and sometimes it goes off, so that's what I was using. So I was like, let me connect to my my Wi-Fi. But I wanted to show you something. It's kind of slow. It's shit. Never mind. Trying to. Anyway, I'll shoot. I'll send it to you on a private message. I filmed everything from A to Z, from when I got into my car, met my date and everything, and she was just blown away when I was wearing Supernova, bro. And I got super lucky with like 2-3 women with that fragrance. At least, I mean, to break the ice, you know.
Yeah, it's a great fragrance, man. It smells great. It's got the right DNA. It's got the blue DNA. It's got the advantage DNA. It has a little bit of its own DNA. It's a perfect fragrance. It's a legendary fragrance.
It's a legend.
And it's Dua's. You know, you can tell when Dua loves a fragrance. They'll make a clone. They'll mix it with anything if they like it. But I prefer. But I actually prefer now Parfum's Vintage version better.
Yeah.
So extract. It's an amped up Supernova, and it's just a little bit longer lasting and Supernova's a little synthetic anyways. Synthetic vibe anyways. It's not like a natural fragrance. But man. I love Dua, man. There's nothing wrong with them. I love Alexandria. I like Central Obsessions. I like them all.
Central Obsessions is pretty good too. I was wearing the other day what is it called? Batch 2, Cognac Delight Batch 2. Man, that thing performed too, man. It gave me a good like 7 or 8 hours, man. Cuts through the cold and all, because it's a gourmandish kind of like sweet tobacco. I mean, boozy notes, you know, to it. But yeah, he came up. I just saw his post, man. He has like over, I don't know, about like 100 or 200 like packages he has to send out.
He's super busy now, man. And he wasn't like that a year and a half ago. He had enough time a year and a half ago when I started buying. I mean, my first purchase from him was 30 bottles, basically. I think it was a lot. I was just so I bought a lot. I mean, I have about 70 Central Obsessions. They're all piled up in the corner over there. He displayed, of course. He displayed everything. But he messaged me immediately on my first purchase, which was like, I split it into two. It was like 15 and 20. When it was 15 and 10, I don't remember what it was. But he messaged me on both of them. And maybe because I was a big order or whatever, but he would always message and say thank you personally. I know he can't do that no more. It's impossible to keep up with all that.
Yeah, he's I talked to him because I did a video for him. He's another guy. He's really generous. He sent me out like, I don't know, like 5 of them, and I was like, I'm gonna have a girl on my channel, so she can get her opinion, and she actually loved them all. She was like, damn, bro. Let me show you that video out here with that girl with the Supernova, and then I guess we've been doing this for like what, like an hour or 2 hours now.
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, I can wrap it up. I gotta get to bed early tonight.
Get to bed. Yeah, no, I just wanted to show you this last video, and then we can be on our way. But thank you so much for coming.
Man, I gotta get to bed early tonight.
No, me too, man. I'm 37, man. I'm 37, bro. I feel that shit.
I gotta be up at 8 in the morning, and man, I know it's gonna be cold, and I'm gonna need an hour to get going in the morning. I'm gonna spend 4 hours in the shower just trying to stay warm before I get out of the shower. I hate a cold room. Ugh.
Yeah, how last time I saw your video, you said there was a tornado or something. How's everything
down
there?
2 days ago at a warning, and then that night we went to snow.
Yeah.
So in Alabama, if you just don't like the weather, wait a couple minutes, it'll change.
Yeah, it changes. Yeah, over here in DC too, we got like 4 seasons in 1 week, man. You never know. All right, here I'm gonna show this video real fast. And hold on, okay. I think this is it. First pick, is this a great daytime fragrance? Yeah, I think this is from my date, Supernova.
Oh, you got the old school bottle too, man.
Yeah, here you go. This is when I had the Supra. I used to have a Supra.
Man, those old school bottles they're in high demand now.
Oh yeah. I man, that thing's. I got done with that thing like a year ago. I squeezed it dry, but the bottle still smells like Supernova, bro.
Yeah, those things, especially those 2 or 3 year old ones, man. They've been macerating. They're doing age with time to get better.
So no wonder, because that old one, bro. I swear, man, it stayed on my clothes for months. On my clothes. All right, let's play this. Her impression. What is this? Yeah, my internet is getting kind of slow. All right, give it 1 second. If not, then I guess we'll just say farewell.
Listen, man, I know how things are going to work out.
Yeah.
Supposed to work out.
Damn. I wanted to. It's like, it's like Murphy's Law, man. When you want something, that shit doesn't work out. But then when nobody's there to show him or somebody's like, that shit comes up. Murphy's Law. Fuck it, bro. Fuck it. I'll just I'll do it. Yeah. 'Cause I'm telling you, man, we got this Wi-Fi. It's good, man, but it just, I don't know, at this time of night.
Go back and watch my first 2 videos, like I did live. It was so fuzzy. There was nothing I could do about it. It was just because we're getting 4 megabytes downloads. Now I get close to 100. So it's easy. It's still not the best, but it works.
Right. Hold on. I think is that. Yeah, I think.
And I think it's disadvantage.
I am Joey. Joey Cannoli is on right now.
Yeah, Joey's on right now. It's by his side. It's mental health Mondays.
Yeah. So but yeah, man, I'll send it to you.
Probably go to bed.
Yeah, I'm probably watch him for a little bit. Probably go to bed in another hour. So check my emails or whatever. But Juan, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Brother,
I'm gonna have
anytime, and you're welcome on mine anytime too, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on yours, man. It was just this whole fucking with the holidays. I'm just glad this whole shit is over with. Now we have time to pay attention to the channel and shit like that.
You, brother. I'm a lot the next 2 weeks. I'm off work. I'm gonna try to do more lives and videos this week because I'm gonna record a bunch of videos to be ahead of time.
I'm gonna
I'd rather do it live. It's just
I'm gonna go on. I'll get on the messenger. I'm just gonna, if you can just make me the top 5 Dua decants, whatever it is, I'll just pay you. Send me your website. I'll pay you, and I'll tell you it's me because I want to do.
No, man, you're sending me something. I'm gonna send it back to you, man. I'll send you the top 5 and sell me, and you can just shout out the store. That's all I need, man.
Absolutely. No, I'll have
that's how we do it. We take care of each other.
All right, and we'll talk some more about this shit. I want to
send you these brandy Accord ones, man. I want to send you this cognac Accord. All these brandy ones they've done. The original creations. Oh God, they're so good.
Oh, they're good. Anything dark, anything
passion fruit brandy.
Anything dark, sweet.
Now.
Anything dark, sweet, whatever. I'm a sucker for, bro.
Me too. Bougie sweet. I am. All right, man.
Sweet. All right, brother.
Get off here, dude. You have a good night.
All right, I'm gonna see you next time.
See you next time.
Peace. All right, man. Thanks again to Mr. Fat Boy. That was a good live stream. Next time I will definitely I'll start coming up with ideas, notes, talk about whatever we need to talk about. We touched on a lot of good things. Necessarily, I broke down the imp, so that way people can really get a feel of what we're talking about when we use that word. It's it's reality. I don't know why people are scared of the truth, but it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. Scent Hunters, thank you. Stacks, thank you. Scent Hunters is Russell. If you guys don't know, that's his channel. I'll link the information in the description for both for Stacks and Scent Hunters. And Brian, I don't know what happened to him. He's my friend. He's the one that my friend in real life and in Fragcomm. And yeah. So anyway, thanks to you all, and I'll see you guys on the next piece. Good night.